Welcome to Issue Crew Movie Reviews. I am your host, Riely, joined by a whole wacky cast of characters. First of all, of course, Ida,
Yo, what's up? It's
and then
Ida back in the
it,
beta with the
Ida
Ceta.
back in the beta with the Sita. Yep. Uh,
In the Vita with the Ceta, yo.
yo. Also joining us, as you just heard, Demi Gloom.
Yo, what up, biatch?
Represent the ABQ. Leave it at the toe.
Leave it at the tone. Representing the ABQ.
Yeah, bitch.
Mo Diggity.
Hey, what's up? I have a couple of questions before we get started, real quick. One, why are we in the Issue Crew Discord and not the Breaking Bad Discord recording this? And two,
What?
why are we reviewing a show on a movie podcast? Because you said movie.
Mo, we've been doing that the whole time. Every time. It's a different movie show now, mind you. But the show we were doing it on before is called the Riely Live Movie Review Podcast, and I've said that at the beginning of every single one.
And you did say at the end there was like blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
sorry,
doing
that's how
Issue
it
Crew
sounded
movie
to me.
reviews now.
Oh, okay. So the blah 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 was supposed to be, hey, this now. All right, good.
This now, yes. And Jason is here.
Am I?
And Jason, you need to stop screen sharing Minecraft immediately at this moment.
Look at the funny paintings.
Okay, I'll look at the funny paintings if you promise to stop after. Let's see the paintings.
Oh my god, the paintings are funny.
It's the balls
know.
cat! It's the balls cat!
Oh,
My
wait, there's
favorite meme.
Bro, it's
Monkey.
amazing, bro.
Is that Big Floppa?
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me and how I'm looking at it. But if you look at the Issue Crew thumbnail, you know, the ones with all of our faces on it in like the best MS Paint quality. Why do I'm there's no hate or anything. I'm just noticing. Why do I look like a Hasidic Jew?
I don't
clearly
No,
know.
I look like I have
counteract
like
that.
seriously, it looks like I have curls and it looks like I have the
Does not look like
the
you
black
have
hat.
curls.
No, it
So
kind
Wait,
of does.
wait. They're acidic Jews. They learned how to use acid.
No, I said Hasidic.
The Jews that
say
do
acidic.
acid are called acidic Jews.
You guys, okay, see, you guys made it all weird. I was just saying,
Oh
you know,
my
like
God,
the way that
Mo,
the thing
how
was
many
flipped.
times
But
do we
now,
have
like,
to
you're
tell
like
you?
acidic Jews.
How many
like,
times do we have to tell you, old
It
man?
only becomes weird when you say that it's weird.
It's
I'm just
only
saying.
weird
I'm
when
just
you
saying.
say
Somebody
that.
fucking like starts bitching there, like they call Jews acidic, that they just spit venom
Great,
and all that.
great.
No, only
don't
the aesthetic
understand where
Jews.
Is this how we're
Not
gonna
the
start?
regular Jews.
I like the aesthetic Jews. They got
The
an
aesthetic Jews?
aesthetic.
Oh
This is
yeah,
how
you
we're
know.
starting, I guess.
Prosthetic Jews.
You know, like you know, watch this show. We come up with all different versions of people.
Wait, I thought
you
we
know?
weren't allowed to say the word Jew, Mo, who freaked
No,
out on me
yeah,
for saying
No,
the word
that's
Jew.
just because you
Say
said it in a weird way that one time. You're like Jew, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" No. And
Just
we're not
lost
making
like
fun of
half
Jews.
of our general audience right now.
No, and we're not making fun of like Jews. We're making fun of me because I look like one. So like we're really.
Oh, you're
not
saying
back-
wait. That's even worse. You're making fun of Mo Diggity for looking like a Jew, as if that's something to
No,
be made fun
a
of.
Hasidic
I
Jew.
just
What
want
has
to say,
Hasidic.
Oh,
the
we don't hate
beliefs
Jews. We just
my-
hate Hasidic Jews, guys.
listen,
No,
guys,
those are the type of Jews that you're not supposed to hate either. Like that, especially them.
guys. I just want to say that the beliefs of my co-host on Jewish people are not mine.
No. They're lying. They're lying.
Mo, have you made similar statements on a website known as 4chan?
No, I've never been on 4chan before.
No, he
ever.
just says the N-word on 4chan.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is
Hey,
American greed.
don't you
Mo
say it.
Diggity.
don't you say it.
guys. We should
Son
get
of a
back on
bitch.
track.
Ah, you can't say that. It's not allowed.
You know what else I can't
well,
say.
Can't
we'll
say get back on
Whoa!
track.
Only Ida can't say it because she says it too much.
I don't get what.
Ida's lost her privileges.
So,
Okay.
Breaking Bad.
There's some healthy amount of not being on track that is natural in a podcast, and Ida just like destroys that.
Oh, okay.
But We'll get back on track just as soon as Jason ends his
God damn
Minecraft
it.
scene share.
Hold on, wait. I'm trying to get one more painting. Can't.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just stop streaming.
Just
You don't have
stop.
to stop playing Minecraft. Just stop streaming it.
But you'll understand the paintings. They're not what they're supposed to be, so it's funny.
Oh, I get it now. I understand.
When you
understand
place
my
a painting in
spyglass-
Minecraft, you have different expectations.
Yeah,
So-
you don't understand. My spyglass has soy jacks appear pointing at whatever you're zooming in on.
Don't you do it, because I'm
Lydia.
gonna do it. So,
Hey, Jason, want to play
season-
Minecraft?
God,
Yeah.
fucking
cool.
damn it.
I'll
Yo,
launch it
want to
this
make a
way.
Breaking Bad server? Breaking Bad SMP.
Breaking Bad SMP.
Wait,
Yeah,
is there a
Role
Breaking Bad
play?
Minecraft server yet?
There has to be.
I get to be Hank, okay?
No,
No, I have to be Hank.
No,
call
I
dibs on
get to
Saul.
be Hank.
I call dibs on Saul.
Breaking Bad.
They
Oh,
want
this is from
Who are we
2014.
all gonna be in the Breaking Bad Minecraft server? I'll be Hank. Jason's
Do
what'd
you want
you
to
say?
join the new
Saul?
GTA / Breaking Bad server beta?
I mean,
Who would you
me
be in the Breaking Bad roleplay server? Mo Diggity.
Saul.
Fucking. Oh fuck! I don't know who I'll be. You know what? I'll be fucking I'll be what's his name's character? Fucking oh fucking the comedian, the short little comedian, Bill Burr's. I'll be Bill Burr's
You'll be
character.
Patrick QB. Our
Yeah,
favorite
because I
character?
know that he lives and no one fucking busts me. So
You'll live.
There you go.
yeah, I stay out of jail. Everyone else goes to jail or dies or escapes in some weird way.
Fuel doesn't. And
Who?
Let's
like,
go. Famous
Bull's put in
TikTok
custody by the
star.
DEA, isn't he?
I don't think he goes to jail. Well, let's okay. So Breaking Bad season 5.
Bring back some 5.
No, we didn't get you. You know, we didn't get your answer as to who you would be in the Breaking Bad roleplay server.
Yeah.
Me and Gus both
He's
have
Gus, obviously.
Gus
Fair
and me
enough.
both have fucked up faces, so
Yo, it's my-
Gus doesn't have his for very long. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So Breaking Bad season 5, the final season of Breaking Bad. We got plenty of content to talk about. None of which Mo Diggity remembers because he said we
Oh.
would catch him up and we didn't.
Oh fuck. I thought this was like the next to last season.
No, this is it.
Oh fuck, man! I wouldn't have because like all right, so I ended up like doing some shit earlier on, and it took way too fucking long, so I didn't get to catch up on anything, and I thought this was the next to last season, and I thought there was a season 6, so oopsie doodles, my bad.
Yeah, I didn't want to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't have told you I was gonna skip.
Yeah,
I
didn't want to do
remember
the
this
final
the last
season
one.
without you. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
so can I talk about something for a bit because there's something about I have like a conspiracy theory about this season.
Okay.
So Lydia, you know,
Very hot.
Media.
Lydia like
I would suck Lydia's toes. Okay.
Lydia seemed
Freak.
like she was going. Lydia seemed like she was going to be like the final boss, but then she just does nothing for like
Lydia did not have final boss energy. What are you talking about? She was just some like neurotic, crazy chick who narrowly avoided getting her head shot by Mike. She did not have final boss energy.
She seemed like she was gonna be like the next, like, you know, I think she was originally supposed to be like Todd, but then, you know, Todd
Then there
came.
was Todd. She
Yeah.
was supposed to be Todd until Todd came along.
But then, you know, Vince got Jesse BDSM fetish, so
Oh, Mo Diggity, do you want to talk about how Jesse Pinkman totally deserved to get enslaved?
Oh yeah, fucking totally, man. Fucking little bastard finally gets what he fucking deserves, man. But you know, it's not for long.
you know, it's really not helping that I said fetish.
Such as my foot fetish, which I have. I'm attracted to Lydia.
Why are you attracted to feet?
I don't know.
What is the appeal?
I can't explain it. It's just like
What is your
you can't really
biological
explain.
reproductive instinct excuse
I don't know.
for it?
I don't know, man. It's,
What do
it's
you
not
mean by
stop
that?
harshing my vibe, bro. Hold on, I gotta go close my fridge door. You can call me a freak while I'm gone.
So all right. So let's start off from the beginning. So in the beginning of this season, Walter and Jesse are planning to make a new meth empire. But the problem is they don't really have any connections or they can't think of a way to do it. So what happens is they go to Mike and Mike originally says no, but then some stuff happens that makes him say yes, mainly that he has 10 guys he has to pay off so they don't squeal. So after that, Mike, Jesse, and Walt are looking for a place to cook meth.
Are we going through the
And
whole plot in order again? The Ida classic?
and they can't really find a place to make meth. But then Walt comes across this like bug company place and he says,
It was
"Hey,
Saul, wasn't it?
It was Saul.
well, okay, yeah, Saul comes across this bug
They
company
called
place."
Saul.
They
And,
called Saul.
and Walt says that, "Hey, why don't we make meth in people's houses while their house is being bombed for bugs? Because that way it would be hard to catch us."
That is pretty crafty. That was like I was like, holy shit.
I have a
That's-
serious problem with this, though.
What's the serious problem with this?
What do you think Demi Gloom's serious problem with this is going to be?
Is it immoral?
They're killing bugs, Riley. How could they?
No.
Also, Mo is going to hate me for this, but I want to mention this really cute scene where they're like in a taco factory and the tacos are going
Taco
by.
factory.
It's like a,
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a tortilla factory.
Jesse grabs like
Oh
Jesse grabs a
yeah.
tortilla.
Grabs a
That was
tortilla.
cute.
What a sweet. It's so funny. I love
See,
Jesse.
like there's not a crime that the freaking evil criminal bastard will fucking
You're
do.
fucking-
There's just like he's just will do anything, bribe innocent little store girls, with cops behind him, like
Just
scares
let us
them.
have our cute
Fucking
moment.
steals tortillas. Like that could have gone to somebody that was really hungry, and he didn't even need it, but he was like, "Yoink, bitch!" and fucking just
No, there was a scene
God.
where a bug crawled on his hand and he thought it was cute and he didn't kill it. That was
God,
so
And then
sweet.
Skinny Pete killed it and he got
And then
sad.
Skinny Pete killed it and he got sad.
God forbid somebody fucking steal a tortilla.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
listen, we need to take down Big Tortilla, okay?
Big tortilla.
They've too good.
Now we just need to
too
take down
long.
Jesse because I want Big Tortilla to thrive.
You are
Jesse
Big
Jesse
Tortilla.
Pinkman is a hero, okay?
No,
we love Jesse
Pinkman-
Pinkman in this house.
Pinkman deserves to go to jail forever and ever and ever.
Well, of course he does, but so does everyone else.
You deserve to go to jail.
Jesse didn't do
for not
anything
agreeing with
wrong.
it.
You
Jesse
get
murdered
away
an
with
innocent
that.
man.
He had to. It was him. It was him or us. He
Yeah, but
chose
that doesn't
us.
mean it's not wrong.
What do you mean?
Well,
us?
think about this, Riley.
What do you mean?
Either
us,
way,
Shane?
from a utilitarian perspective, okay. Either way,
Okay.
somebody was gonna die, okay. Whether it was Walt or Gale, who were both in the meth business, okay, who were both morally corrupt people, okay. It's like what's the harm in saying, you know what, I'm gonna choose me instead. Either
What do
way,
you
one
mean?
person dies.
Gale
was
wasn't even that bad of a guy. He's just like, yeah, I'm libertarian. I think adults.
That's
can do whatever
exactly
they
what's wrong
want."
with him. He deserved it.
Well, he didn't
deserved
deserve
to
to die
be
for that.
libertarian.
He deserved to die for being a libertarian.
Oh my God.
Okay, damn.
I think he deserved to die because of shitty karaoke. I would have put him.
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
list
pretty
for that.
awful.
No, that
Yeah,
was
that was
great.
awful.
I love this guy. What a
Dude,
fucking.
I loved all the fucking agents and cops and shit, like watching his shit while they're like checking out his house and like laughing their ass off.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was in the last season.
Yeah, I know, bitch. I was just fucking like
That doesn't mean
recalling
he's not allowed to
something funny.
talk about it.
God.
Objection, Your Honor. Last season.
Your Honor, last season. Your Honor, season 3.
Your Honor,
Honor,
my
that
client
was
argues in the case of who cares.
Your Honor, I do object. That was from last season.
Your Honor, my client was simply gaming.
Jason, stop killing me. I'm going to get wood. Or stop bringing me back.
Whoa. Hey,
I'm
oh,
not even killing you. I'm teleporting.
Stop teleporting me because I need to get wood. Then teleport me.
Stop talking about Minecraft.
We're not talking about Minecraft. We're talking about Terraria.
We're talking about
Wow.
we're talking about how hard I'm getting right now.
Oh,
Ew.
no.
Okay, you can teleport me now, Jason.
Stop. Just stop. It shouldn't be that hard.
I know it shouldn't be that hard, but you know.
Getting big.
Oh yeah, the train heist.
That was based.
Ida, I'll tell you when you can get back to your plot summary, damn it. Go ahead.
Oh my
Okay.
god. This guy.
So the train heist. So after Walter starts in the meth business again, he meets up with this girl called Lydia, and she tells him and Jesse and Mike about this train that's going to pass through a dead zone.
Wait, hold
where they
on. We
won't-
missed like an entire plot point.
What?
Wait, I might not have been there for the plot point where Lydia wants to kill the 10 guys.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did skip over that. I just said Mike had to deal with something, but Lydia tried to kill the 10 people that Mike was paying off to stay quiet. He gets angry, he goes to her house, but he doesn't kill her, he just asks her about methylamine. So,
Well, no, he's going to kill her. He is definitely going to kill her. And then Lydia brings up methylamine. And he's like, oh, shit.
I wish more drugs had the name of the drug that you were going to make. Like
More ingredients
co-
at the day.
like,
Like,
like cocaineamine would be funny for like cocaine or
cocaine comes from
heroine for heroin.
heroinium?
Heroinium, there we go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But after that, uh, there's a tracker found on a barrel that Jesse's going to get, and then Mike thinks that Lydia put the tracker on the barrels so she could sell them out to somebody,
Because of how amateur it was placed.
but she didn't. So then Lydia tells Mike and Jesse and Walt about this train that's going to be passing through a dead zone with no contact
No,
with
hold
the
on. You keep like skipping over parts I actually want to discuss. um, there's the part where they think Lydia put the tracker on her on it. So like Mike is going to kill her, and they sit her down in a room, and Jesse, Walt, and Mike have like a debate, and they settle on killing her. But then at that moment, they put a wire on Hank, and they figure out that it was the DEA. Like they were seconds away from fucking wasting Lydia. It was it's a little bit of a gotcha moment. I thought it was pretty funny.
So then Lydia tells them about this train that's going to be passing through a dead zone where the train won't be able to communicate with any outside forces. So they plan to have a train heist where they stop the train and then siphon the methylamine from the train while it's stopped.
And they
Then,
replace it with water to like equalize the weight so that nobody knows. It's it's fucking crazy.
so they get this guy named Todd to try to help them with the train stuff.
Just like a random guy who works at fucking Vomino's Pest.
No. He helped him earlier too, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm cool. I'm based.
Yeah, he turned off the nanny cam.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shoot a kid."
So then
That's
what
in a minute. Hold on.
So then what happened was they did the train heist and everything goes perfectly until the end when there's this kid that's riding a
Hold on,
motorcycle.
and everything doesn't go quite perfectly. There is so the heist plan is QB drives like a pickup truck like onto the tracks and then like breaks down on purpose. And The guys in the train, they stop, they try to help him out, but they can't figure out what's wrong with the car. The train is stopped. That's what gives Walt and friends the time to do this. But then a random dude in a big ass truck shows up and pushes the pickup truck off the tracks because like there's nothing QB could do about it. There's nothing QB could say to stop this from happening without it being super weird. So this train is like about to start moving as they're wrapping up, and Mike's like, Walter, you gotta abandon this mission. We gotta go, Walter. And Walter's like, keep going, keep going. And then the train starts fucking moving while Todd and Jesse are on it. And Todd has to jump off the train, and Jesse ends up under the train and has to like have it drive over him.
It's so based.
It's fucking crazy.
And then there's
And
this
Mo Diggity wishes that Jesse got hit by the train.
then-
yeah.
Because he's a fucking moron.
then there's this kid on a motorcycle that shows up, which in the first place that doesn't make sense. Like who the
He's
fuck
on a
gives-
dirt bike.
But who the fuck gives a kid a dirt bike?
Yeah, like
Everyone.
in the desert. Yeah, rednecks,
Everybody.
fucking dude. Like, dude, I know people. I know people like when I was much younger, about 8 years old. They were around my age, like running around on fucking little ATV, fucking dirt bikes and stuff. You know those little 4-wheelers.
I would
Bro.
not give my kid a dirt bike.
Oh,
That's-
wait, guys. Ida's a northerner. That's why. That makes sense.
Oh
Really
yeah,
not.
yeah. That could be.
Wait,
Get
hold on.
it?
Hold on. I'm not from the north, you fucking idiots.
What state do you live in?
Kentucky,
Why? Then why are you questioning why a kid has a dirt bike?
because I'm an overprotective parent.
Well,
Who's your child?
Jesse Pinkman.
you haven't done a very good job then, I don't think.
Yeah, you've done a terrible job.
So
But
so
real quick, there's other stuff I want to discuss. Stop trying to zoom through this plot summary. It's a review, not a fucking recap. I wanted to mention there's one of the funniest lines was before Walt partakes on this train robbery. He's in the house with Skylar, and the subplot with Skylar right now is Skylar's like, I'm a prisoner in my own house. I hate you. I want you to die of cancer. And they're just kind of like living together. And Walt's like, you'll come around. She'll come around. And Walt is about to leave, and she's like, where are you going? Burying a body? And he's like, no, I'm robbing a train. And he has like a smile on his face, and Skylar just has like a what the fuck look as he walks out.
Fuck Skylar.
Skylar, you see, she was kind of a bitch in this season. She deserves to be a bitch. She's definitely being tortured by
No.
this man. But
Nah.
Oh yeah. Also, can we mention really quickly Marie's gamer moment?
when was Marie's gamer moment?
Dude, what?
Your life is as worthless as a summer ant. I'ma steal up my. I'ma stomp you. You keep coming back. I'ma seal up my cracks. You keep coming back. Why? Because you smell the syrup. Your life means nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill
You-
yourself now.
Marie said that? Oh yeah.
No. When she tells Walt to kill himself.
Well, yeah, we're
Yeah,
we're not there yet, but yeah, she does literally tell Walt
a
to
gamer
commit
moment.
suicide.
Yeah, she has a heated gamer
I
moment.
did.
She did
I
say
didn't
at
know that, Marie.
Minecraft.
Yeah, she did
I-
say in Minecraft she has to be arrested for hate speech. She didn't say
Yeah.
the magic words.
Lock
Your
her
Honor,
up.
my client did say it in Minecraft. My client specified that he was talking within the context of a video game known as Minecraft.
But okay, so Todd shoots this kid on the motorbike, and Jesse is really upset, which I'm going to assume
I understand
Mo is
why.
going to agree with Todd on shooting kids.
No. I feel
I
like dude, I hate Todd more than I hate Jesse. Like this dude's a sociopath, and I don't think he's cognizant to it. Like I think he might be like one of those baby Huey motherfuckers that just goes, ha ha, that kid didn't get up anymore. I
Yeah, he
win.
literally like has no regard for the lives of other people.
Yeah,
like,
there's
zero.
nothing
It's called
there.
being based.
Nothing.
All he cares about is himself and like maybe Lydia because he wants to
Yeah,
fuck her.
that's so fucking based, bro.
I don't know.
The only thing on his mind is getting bitches.
I don't know. I kind of thought Todd was cute.
Ugh. No, that's the
You're-
other thing. I think he's fuck ugly.
Jesse Plemons, bro? Nuh-uh.
But after Todd shoots the kid, Jesse is really
So
angry, and Jesse, Walt,
Yeah,
and Mike
Jesse
all
keeps being a little bitch about it.
yeah,
they
this is
all
the one moment where I don't agree with Jesse because it was very
Yeah.
based of Todd to shoot a
Face to
child.
kill a child. I
Dude.
think it was really like impactful that like they just come back and they're all like very somber and like they're kind of dealing with
And
each
Todd's
other's
just like,
presence.
great job, guys.
Yeah, yeah, no, but they like melt all the evidence, including the body of the child, and then Jesse goes outside for a smoke, and Todd joins him and just starts like small talking. He's just like, shit happens, right? And then
Shit
Jesse just
happens, right?
fucking punches him in the face. It was powerful.
there's kind of a moment like that in Better Call Saul too.
Well,
I'm not
don't spoil it for me.
I'm not gonna spoil it. You
now
probably
that
won't even.
now that I've started watching Better Call Saul and I realize that I don't even
You've
have that
already
many
started?
spoilers, yes, I've watched 2 episodes of Better Call Saul.
Hmm.
Um,
Hey, spoiler alert, they called.
They called
he
Saul. Wow.
And then Saul answered the call.
Damn.
They should have named Better Call Better Answer. Or
Saul
something.
answered the phone.
Saul answer the phone.
Better Call Saul ends with Saul becoming the president.
Yeah.
He's the president of the United States. I actually know how it ends. That's the one thing I do know. But everything else I'm not spoiled on. So
He becomes Donald Trump.
No,
Saul
no,
Goodman starts a new life as Donald Trump.
Yes,
no, he becomes Ronald Reagan. Come on, spirit.
No, just
fuck,
stop
not
at
Reagan.
Trump.
Fuck, not Reagan. Nixon.
Slippin' Donald.
Flippin' Donnie.
Flippin'
Don.
Don. Hey, what's up, Don? Can you
Um,
imagine if everyone was just like, "What's up, the Don?" Like you fucking mafia boss.
What's up,
What's
r
up?
slash the Donald?
If
What's
someone
up?
actually said that to me, I'd kill myself on the spot.
Really good subreddit full
How
of
do you
great
kill
people.
them?
Jay?
Kill yourself.
Yo,
Dude, I'm not
Jason.
gonna live in a world where people talk like that. What's up?
Hey, Jason.
What's up?
Your first name could be Jay and your last name could be Sun, and nobody would
Yep.
know.
Well, that actually you actually figured it out.
Been his last name the whole time.
Yep, my actual for real last name is Sun.
So it's Jay Sun Sun.
Sonn. No, it's Jay Sun, and my middle name is still Xenoblade Chronicles.
Listen, nobody cares about Jason. He's just a little troglodyte. That's his last name. Troglodyte.
Yo, dude, if it was, I'd be so proud, dude. I'd love it. For my last name to be Troglodyte.
Jason Troglodyte.
So after Todd kills the child and all that happens, Walter gets really
Wait. Can we just mention that it's so fucking base for Todd to shoot a child?
Shut the fuck
Not
up.
based. It's cringe.
It's
Walter
so based. Are you kidding me?
Cringe child
Walter-
murder.
Walter gets into an argument with Mike about the money because the money is being split between him and the 10 men.
Wait, this
It-
is before the train robbery.
It's
Oh
legacy.
yeah, I
Todd.
forgot to mention that. But it's being split between him and the 10 men. So what happens
Wait,
is
no, because they get the methylamine from the. Maybe it's.
yeah.
I just know
And
Todd's
big
not involved
guy
in this money
is just
split.
in my
This has
eye,
something to
fitting
do with the
my
meth
ass like
cooking.
apple pie.
So Mike basically what happens with Mike is he starts getting investigated by the DEA because of his connections with Gustavo.
Gustavo.
Gustavo. But because
I
of
like the flashback where Gus says Gustavo in this season.
yeah, that was really cool. And then what happens is I think Mike is about to be caught, so he contacts the. So he's going to contact the vacuum repairman.
Hoover Max man
Yeah, the Hoover Max Pro Plus.
needs needs a new desk filter for the Hoover Max.
Hey yo, boy toy ride me like an Uber, boy toy suck me like a Hoover.
The fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Hoover.
Let me take over here for a second because this is good, but it's also the part that makes me the most angry. Okay, so fucking Mike, the DEA is investigating Mike. They've been tailing Mike. There's like this whole big thing. They don't really have anything on him.
Tells him to fuck off.
the guy who runs the DEA tells Hank to like fuck off from Mike. Your budget for following Mike Ehrmantraut is now $0. You get me? So they have a little bit of trouble in paradise. Mike gets like a temporary restraining order with the help of Saul, but then once that restraining order is dropped, they get a warrant for his arrest because I guess they had enough. I guess they had enough fucking evidence. So Mike calls Mr. Hoover Max, and he's like, "All right, Walter, I'm out, Walter." Which is it's a whole big plot point is that Walter and Jesse are both like, "We're out." And they try to sell the methylamine or whatever. We missed this whole plot, by the way. So they're out. They try to sell their thirds of the methylamine. But the guy who's buying the methylamine only wanted it to get the blue meth off the street, so he wants all the methylamine. It's like there's this whole plot where Mike tries to force Walter to sell the methylamine. He like handcuffs him to a fucking heat radiator. But Walter frees himself. Actually, does not handcuff him. He zip ties him, and then Walter like burns the zip tie. And he escapes.
My man literally sets himself on fire.
He literally sets his own hand on fire. It was fucking metal. So Walter escapes. There's this whole big thing. Does his deal with Declan occur before Mike leaves? I think it does. Yeah, because it's the same episode. So yeah, all three. Yeah, Mike, Jesse, and Walt go there, and Walt's like, "The deal is off. You're not getting the methylamine, but you are gonna get me. I'm gonna cook for you, and
You're gonna fuck me.
I'm gonna have sex with you, Declan.
All right, Declan.
Say my name.
Take your cock out and say my name.
But
Declan,
yeah, that's it.
Get your dick out, Declan.
It's probably one of the most
right now,
one of the most famous Breaking Bad scenes where he's like, "I'm gonna cook for you, Declan, and you're gonna take 30% of the profits, and you're gonna make a lot of money." And Declan's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And he's like, "You know who I am. Say my name." And then Declan's like, "I don't know who you are." And then it's like, "I did all this shit. I cooked the meth, and I killed Gus Fring.
I cook the meth.
I cook the meth.
Hey, I cook the meth.
I say my name.
He's just sprinkling the meth on fucking pizzas. Hey, try some of this pizza. It's like, dude, you have all these people ODing in your fucking lobby. It's a good pizza.
Italian recipe.
From the old country. Yeah, Declan says his name. It's Heisenberg. He's goddamn right. And
Heisenberg.
Walt's gonna cook for Declan. There's actually, I forgot. There's like two scenes in this, like two big scenes in season 5 where Mike is about to like shoot Walter in the head, and Jesse has to be like, no, stop.
Like, would you mind not shooting me in the face, please?
Well, that's what Lydia says, because she doesn't want her kid to find her with her face fucked up.
I mean,
but I remember that scene from episode 1. Like, then I just liked how dynamically Jesse moved. It's like a weird thing, but like I just liked the motion of that scene where Mike is like, he finds out that Gus is dead, and like I guess Walter wants to talk to him, so he just like drives. They're both meeting. They're all meeting up. But then Mike gets out of the car with his gun and is about to shoot Walter. Jesse has to like jump out of the car and be like, no, wait. I just liked it, and I don't know why.
let's see, where were we?
Oh no! Hold on. I've taken over the plot summary for right now because I got to get to the part that pissed me off. So Walter's gonna cook for Declan. Mike and Jesse are out. But they're like, okay, you're gonna give Mike his $5 million because they're both Mike and Jesse are both supposed to get $5 million for their part of the methylamine. She's like, okay, I'm gonna cook for you, and all you'll have to do is give Mike $5 million. And then Jesse's like, what about me? He's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine, buddy. It's fine. It's not fine. He's not. Walt has no plan for giving him this money. But then that happens, and Mike calls Hoover Max, and he's gonna go get out of town and start his new life. But Walt has to get him his like briefcase because he leaves it in, like a car. He needs it for some reason. I don't remember. Um, Jesse says, "I'll get it for you," and he's like, "No, no, no, no. The DEA is like watching it. We don't want you to get it for me. You're known." He tries to get Saul to get it for him, and Saul doesn't want to do it because he thinks he's probably bugged too. And Walt's like, "No, no, no. I got it. I'll get it." So he gets the briefcase. He meets up with Mike, and so, but now that like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, I missed something here. Why can't Walt cook for Declan? Because they can't.
Declan dies, remember?
No, because Skylar's like, I'm a bitch, and then Walt's like, okay, I'm done.
No, 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 but like, there's this whole thing where no, that was after Walt got enough money to be done, right? But there was the thing where they couldn't pay off his guys anymore. Why was that?
Oh, because the
Because-
lawyer got arrested.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Okay, so they
Not
can't.
Saul. It's not Saul.
Yeah,
Yeah, the but between here and now, the lawyer gets arrested, so they're all fucked up because they can't pay the guys. So Mike's like, okay, we can't pay off the guys anymore. We got to get out of town because they're gonna rat on us. But so Walt shows up and he's like, before I give you this briefcase, you gotta give me the names of the guys. And of course, Mike won't do it because he's not gonna sell out his guys. And Mike does take the briefcase and he walks away. And then Walt's like, "You're welcome," and then and then Mike goes into a big rant, which this kind of it doesn't make a lot of sense because I feel like Mike now has this real attachment to Jesse. Like that is established that he actually cares about Jesse. But then Mike says you should have just shut up and listened to Fring. If Walt had shut up and listened to Fring, Jesse would be long fucking dead.
Also, he would have been dead.
We had everything we wanted, and you
No,
fucked it up.
Walt wouldn't have been dead. It was only if Walt had stayed obedient from the very beginning, only Jesse would be dead. Because
Yeah,
the whole
if you
thing
just
was
shut up and knew your place.
because Jesse,
if
Jeff-
Jesse stayed obedient.
if Jesse stayed obedient, he'd be alive too. But the thing is like the situation started because somebody killed that child, or they were working that child. So Jesse being the great moral upstanding individual he is wanted to save the child, so he ended up getting fucked up with the drug dealers. If Walt had like known his place and like Saul and Mike and everybody was saying it's time to let Jesse die, Walter, then Jesse would be dead. But now Mike likes Jesse.
Hmm.
So I don't know, but yeah, so he yells at him and then he's about to leave and he won't give Walt the names. And he goes and he looks in his briefcase and the gun is missing. We see that Walt has the gun and he shoots Mike. And Mike like tries to drive away, but then he ends up crashing his car into a rock. Walt goes to pursue him, but he's escaped the car. And then Walt finds him just sitting on a rock overlooking a lake. And as he's looking at Mike, who's like bleeding out, he's like, wait a minute. Lydia knew those names. I could have just gotten them from Lydia. He's like, sorry, buddy. He's literally like, sorry, buddy. Didn't realize, sorry, buddy. And then Mike's just like, shut the fuck up and let me die in peace. Which honestly,
man.
pretty base last words.
No,
But-
it was just like an awful scene. You know, I hated watching Mike die. It was like like it was by like because I mean
The
all he
most
had to do-
unnecessary murder committed in Breaking
yeah,
Bad.
because all the fucking Walt had to do was just calm the fuck down and walk away. But because his ego's so fucking far out of control, so out of whack, he goes and he just fucking kills the fucking guy. I mean, he fucking just like ices him like in cold fucking blood, you know? Had his fucking like, and he didn't even see it coming, and he reacted way too fucking quick. He was like, that's the moment that Walt became Heisenberg.
I think we're long past the point where Walt became Heisenberg.
Hey, can I go over the next part because I kind of have
That made
something
me
to say
sad.
about.
It
Real
made me
quick,
really sad.
yeah, I just want to say this made me very angry, even though Like, it's not that I disliked it, but just like it's supposed to make you angry.
Oh,
and
it was
fucking
yeah,
succeeded.
yeah. It was a great. Yeah, it was a great scene. It was like if you were going to die, at least I'd want to die the way that Mike fucking died. Shut the fuck up and let me die, or
Yeah,
let me
shut the
die
fuck up
in
and let me
peace.
die in peace.
And he had a really beautiful freaking scenery to like go out on.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
I'd die surrounded by my family, but
Well, I mean,
Well,
Mike
if
was
I
not
had
getting out of that scenario alive,
yeah,
so
if there was a shitty if there was good scenario to die in a shitty way, I would have preferred it like that. Or
could I?
a piano falls on me while I'm not looking. I'm fine with that. It's like part. It's
like the end
par
of
for
Two
the
and a Half
course.
Men.
It's like par for the course for my luck anyway.
I love to die by trying to get a nice bowl of spaghetti, but secretly there's an anvil tied to a rope above me and it falls.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't mind dying in some fucking Acme Looney Tunes fucking way. That would be kind of interesting.
That
So
would be
funny.
so funny, bro.
Yeah,
What
fucking Bugs Bunny pops out of nowhere. Hey, what's up, Doc? And he pulls like one of those hammers that has the fucking fist in it, and it just fucking knocks me out, and I fucking die, bashing my skull up against like the countertop or something. That's fine.
Dude,
Gruesome, but fine.
I love my last words to be "watch this."
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
What if my
Hey,
last
Marcus,
words?
watch this.
I would like my last words to be, the gun is empty. I'll show you guys.
Oh, I like my last words to be "Shut up, I got this."
Didn't me, you, and your mom play this game, Jason, in the car? We were making up famous last words.
We did. We all were like, "Yeah, watch this."
Could I
Guys, it's gonna be fun.
could I cover the cover the
Yes, I'm done talking about how mad I am about Mike's death. You can go ahead and take over from here.
I have one more final word. I have one more something that should be final words.
Sure.
What does this do?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck yeah.
but okay. So the next so what Walter does next is he hires a group of neo-Nazis to kill
Nasty.
Mike's 10 men in prison. I kind of have some issues with this, not morally, of course, but show-wise.
Not morally, of course.
That was a joke. That is not representative of my true feelings.
Ida, big fan of Nazis. Fun fact.
You want me to pull up the screenshot?
Oh, I can't think of anything the Germans have done wrong screenshot. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, Riley. You got some explaining to do.
But anyway,
But-
please continue.
But I has like the show never like makes the Nazis do any Nazi shit. They have no reason to be Nazis other than to make
That's
them more
true. They
unlikable.
literally don't even ever talk about being racist. The only thing that's Nazi about them is their swastika tattoos.
I mean, yes. I
actually
mean,
true.
literally, they're only Nazis because they want the showrunners want you to
Because the
not
show
like them.
said so.
That's like the only reason is because, oh, look at how bad Walter is. He's hired Nazis. But despite the fact,
You could have at least thrown in like they go through the prisoner list and he's like, "Oh, this one is Jewish. You don't have to pay us for this one, Walter. We'll do it for free."
yeah,
Seems
it's
like you
something.
really thought this out, Riley.
I just made that up right now.
Seems
You
like
bitch.
you really been in depth thought about this.
I've really thought about how the Nazis could have been portrayed as Nazis better in Breaking Bad. Me and my
Yeah.
Nazi expertise.
You know a thing or two because you've seen a thing or two.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, here's the thing. It just kind of got me angry that they're not like they kind of pussied out on the Nazi stuff.
Yeah, I don't see why there wasn't a moment where like
They
one of them-
kidnap
one of
Saul
them-
and he's like, I'm only fake Jewish, and they're like, oh, okay, let him go.
Wait,
I
Saul
didn't.
is
I don't
Jewish.
see why.
What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Wait,
I
Saul
don't-
is Jewish. What?
He's not.
He pretends to be Jewish.
When?
I was hoping Demi would back me up on this because she's the one who
There is a
explained it to
moment in
me.
there is a moment in Better Call Saul where Saul does pretend to be Jewish.
Where is Demi Glue?
I don't.
Is she
Yeah.
here?
I don't
But
think
yeah,
she-
I don't see why there wasn't a Nazi moment where they stopped a black guy from a carjacking and then tell him to bite the curb and fucking stomp his head in half.
Holy shit.
Hey yo, have you guys seen American History X? Man, I love that movie.
But all right, Riley, do you want to continue this plot summary or should I?
No. I just wanted to do the mic part. You can keep going.
Okay, so after that, the guys kill the people in prison, and Jesse is like, okay, I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. Um, I've gotten a bunch of money, and I want to take a Okay, so after this, Walt tells Jesse to get out, right?
No. Jesse wants out, and Walt tries to like fucking gaslight him into being back in. And then Jesse's like, "No, I'm out. Give me my fucking $5 million, and I'm walking away." And he's like, "Oh, but isn't the $5 million blood money? Why would you want the $5 million? But you could make more dollars if you stayed." And then it's just like,
Oh yeah, and then Jesse starts throwing the money out of his car,
that
right?
is much later.
That is much. Walter lies to Jesse.
Walter does not give Jesse the money. Walter says, "If you walk away now, you get nothing." And Jesse's like, "I don't care. I'm leaving." And he left.
Nothing, Jesse.
Wait, hold on. Walter lies to Jesse about Mike being dead,
Yes.
and Jesse
He's like,
figures,
"Yeah, just Mike escaped. We're good.
and then
We're
Jesse
good.
figures,
We're good."
and then Jesse figures it out after Jack and his gang, the neo-Nazis leader is called Jack, but after Jack and his gang murder the guys in prison because he's like, you wouldn't have done that because you would have to watch your back your entire life then.
Yeah, because Mike would be after him. So that Jesse's like, "You killed Mike," and Walt's like, "No. It's fine. He's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine." So Jesse doesn't get any money. He gets out of the drug deal, and then what happens? How does Walt go on without Jesse? Ida, tell us.
He gets Todd
Ooh,
What?
see.
to cook meth with him. And eventually Skylar convinces him to get out of the gang, right?
So okay, so real quick before this, so Walt and Todd are doing meth deals, and then they get in contact with Lydia, well, because they had to get the names from Lydia, and Lydia's also like, "Hey." No, because they're like, Lydia's like afraid she's gonna outlive her usefulness when she gives Walt the name. So she's like, hold on. I got meth buyers over in this place in Europe that I forget. What did she say they were?
Germany.
Germany. No, it wasn't Germany.
Oh wait, no, Czechoslovakia. Germany is
Czechoslovakia.
country.
Yeah, so Czechoslovakia. I get these guys over in Czechoslovakia. They'll pay top dollar for the meth. We got to start sending it over to Czechoslovakia, and we'll have a business deal, and you'll make a lot of money. So Walt agrees to this, and that's the state they're in. But then Skylar does convince Walt to get out of the game, so Todd is left to cook for Lydia, and Todd is not as good as Walt or Jesse by a long shot.
Because Todd's a fucking
I don't know,
moron.
70%.
I mean, not awful. Better than average, according to the Breaking Bad logic, but definitely nowhere near Jesse and Walt. It's not even blue. He fucked it up. He fucked up the color.
They put blue to food.
And then all of his neo-Nazi friends are just like, yeah, you can kind of see a little blue if you like look at it just right. The light catches it just right, you know?
Yeah, I just want to say, like, it kind of sucks because I didn't like the fact that these the Nazis or white nationalists or whatever the fuck they are, whatever hate group they are. I
They're
hate that
Nazis.
they're
They have
kind of.
swastika tattoos. That's
Oh,
how you
okay.
can tell.
Well, no, I mean I don't know. Everyone's got like a million names for a million things now. But I don't like the fact that they're the final boss in the Breaking Bad universe.
Yeah, me
Final
and
boss
Demi
is Walter
discussed this,
White.
which makes me sad that she's unresponsive at the moment. But yeah, it's like
The
the
final boss is Walter White. What are you talking about?
no.
Well, in terms
That's
of
like
bad
saying the
guys,
final
like
boss of
versus.
Death Note is Light Yagami. Just because he's a bad
It
guy
is.
doesn't mean he's the final boss. He's the
Actually,
He is, though. He
protagonist.
literally is.
actually, yeah, he is the final boss.
The final boss is Nier, and he lost.
No, the fuck.
Nier
oh
didn't
my
lose, he won.
Lord.
No, Light lost. Light is the protagonist. Just
Yeah,
because he's
but
not
First of
good.
all,
But at
learn
the end of
proper
the-
grammar. You can't just introduce a pronoun in a sentence like that. You have to first state a proper noun and then go to pronouns like he.
Yeah, no, totally. Because like Light Yagami is the bad guy throughout the entire series. You're following the bad guy the entire
Yes.
time. There's
But
just
yeah,
like
Most likely
the
slightly
bad.
worse
protagonist
guys.
is still fighting an antagonist, and that antagonist is the boss. So Walt is fighting the neo-Nazis, and the neo-Nazis are the final boss, which is a little weird because they're only introduced in this season, and they don't really get a lot of time to develop. Like Gus got multiple seasons, Tuco
Yeah.
got like an entire season and like part of another season. A very small part, mind you, but Tuco got some time.
Yeah, like
yeah,
that's what I was saying earlier.
yeah, like it's
There
kind
she
of
is.
weird that
Hey,
there's.
welcome back to the podcast, Demi.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird that there's no like revenge plots going on. Like I'm not saying that what's his name, that Vince Gilliam is bad at writing. I just thought this was like not the best way to end the entire series was with them. Like there's no one in the mob in the cartel that wants revenge or something.
I mean, the
I
cartel.
mean, yeah, I guess the cartel connection would have been an easy route to go under, but I like the neo-Nazis as villains. Like Uncle Jack
Yeah.
is a really
I like keeping it
charismatic
more
villain.
literal.
I love
Like
him.
yeah, I'd have figured that they would have been like a mid-season freaking villain or something like something in like 3 or 4.
I mean,
that's,
there is.
that's
Her
why
name is
my-
Lydia.
hold on, that's why I said that the main villain might have been Lydia because she could have had an entire season to develop,
Lydia was basically the villain of the first half.
but not really because
Prove it.
she didn't really try to. Well, she did try to kill Mike, but that's about it.
Yeah, she tried to kill Mike. She was fucking around with the operation. I mean, the neo-Nazis don't exist until the second half of the season.
Oh,
So if you have to choose an antagonist to describe the first half, it's Lydia. Well, maybe it's Hank. Hank and Lydia.
It's all a build up to Walt being the villain.
Hank makes the face in the beginning
Hank
of the
does
season.
make he makes the face at the end of the final season, or the end of the first part, because the season was split into parts. There was a hiatus after that.
Yeah,
So,
a fucking 10-month hiatus.
yeah. So
It was fucking nuts, man. It was fuck you, man. No, I like it. I'm sorry. This isn't fucking anime, okay? Where like this is the norm. Like no, like 3 or 4 months would have been fine. But 10 fucking months, you had to wait till the next year to fucking get it. Like, nah, fuck that noise.
I feel like you could have made like 2 extra episodes.
Should they have made
Yeah.
Breaking Bad filler?
No, all they had to do was make like 2 extra episodes, and they could have made that season, this season 5, and then the second half season 6. Because the second half has enough episodes to be its own Breaking Bad season. You would just have to add like 2 episodes to the first half, and you could make 2 seasons out of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's let Ida get to the point in the plot summary where Hank finds out, and then we can discuss that aspect a little bit more.
Yes, I wanted to talk about this. Spoilers for Death Note for what I'm about to say.
Hold on, I don't think you're quite there yet, Ida. Where were you in the
Oh
plot
yes,
summary?
I am. I just want to say that both Light and Walt are both defeated by a book. The reason they lose.
True.
Wait, how so with Walt?
Hank found the reason.
Hank found the
that-
book signed by
Oh,
Gale.
right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out. But
Your name was in the
so
book.
Hank finds the book, and then Walt finds that Hank finds the book, finds a tracker on his car, and then goes to Hank's house, and Hank is like,
Hold
Walt,
on, we're gonna talk a little bit about the scene where Hank
No,
finds
hold
out.
on. And then Hank is like, Walt, I don't know, man. You've been seeming pretty sus lately.
God damn it! You really derailed me about to say something
I
real
know,
about the
well,
show
you've been
for that
watching Too
shit.
much lowly hentai. Honestly, at this point, I'd rather you make meth.
So, Hank they're having a family barbecue. The whole family. We got Hank and Marie over, and then we got Walter Jr. and the whole gang, the whole family. And Hank just goes to the bathroom to take a shit, and he's just looking for like a magazine or something to read, and he finds a Walt Whitman book. And it says to my what?
The Breaking Bad we got versus Breaking Bad if Hank just brought his phone into the toilet.
Yep, exactly. Breaking Bad. The final season of Breaking Bad couldn't happen in the modern era because Hank would just have his cell phone.
And also, if only Hank didn't have to take his shit.
Yeah,
Do you think he finished once he found out, or do you
he
think
had
like,
to have, or he didn't want to get shit in his pants,
But
But
finding out your brother-in-law is the most
Finish
dangerous
the
criminal,
shit.
you're like, shit, I can't do anything yet. I'm still taking his
I
shit.
gotta finish the shit. He doesn't even do anything right away once he gets out of it, but he reads the book and it says, "To my other favorite WW, it's been an honor working with you, GB," which he immediately has a flashback to the little scene from season 4 where he sees the WW and he's like, WW, what do you think that stands for? Woodrow Wilson, Willy Wonka, Walter White.
Whoa.
You got me. And
Yeah, that was a good scene.
that was a great scene, and he thinks back to it and he realizes that he did have him, but he thought it was a joke, but it was real.
Oh
And
my
he
god, it
makes-
was Willy Wonka.
he makes it.
Yeah.
Shit.
All this time, Willy Wonka, you son of a
Who
bitch.
else would make blue meth? That shit looks like candy.
Willy
Yeah.
Wonka's
True.
meth factory.
Willy
Charlie
Wonka's
running
meth.
out the factory.
Willy Wonka's
How do you
methamphetamine.
think he gets the
factory.
Oompa Loompas to keep coming back?
He
True,
gets all the
true.
Oh,
ingredients
shit.
from his cousin, the warden from Super Jail.
Hold on, can we talk about how Willy Wonka literally has slaves?
No,
he
we
pays
can
No,
them.
that
save
was
that for another
explained in the
time.
movie. That was
He
actually
pays them in
explained in the
cocoa
movie.
beans, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not slaves, they're workers. You're thinking of Futurama with the Grunkalunkas.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on a second. That's like, oh, 2 beads for all of this land.
No.
Not even
They get paid in
equivalent.
like, it's what they want too. Like,
Yeah,
want it.
they want cocoa
They,
beans.
as a species,
That's what
are
they want.
sustained by cocoa beans, and they work in exchange for cocoa beans.
And I'm
and
really,
also,
really
it's not
sure.
like 2 beans.
And besides that, I'm really sure that Willy Wonka is actually very, very kind to them and doesn't treat them like shit. I'm sure,
Yeah.
like I'm sure that the Oompa Loompas sort of run their own system as well.
The Oompa Loompas
Yeah.
got their own thing
They
going
straight up
on.
do. That's why they break out into song of their own will.
Yeah.
Whenever a child
Kind of like
dies.
slaves.
Sing like
Yeah,
slaves.
exactly.
You get to sing while you work.
You know, the 7 dwarves sung, and they weren't slaves.
By the
7
way,
dwarves are criminals.
Hi ho, hi ho.
Real quick,
They're
to get
not
back
criminals. What?
Huh?
What? The 7 dwarves aren't criminals. What are you talking about?
we don't need to have a discussion about the morality of the 7 dwarves on the Breaking Bad podcast.
Huh?
Well, no, I just want to know why you called them criminals, though.
Huh?
Okay, he's
God damn
trolling.
it! I
He's
fucking
trolling.
hate you.
So he
Huh?
forgot to mention, leading
Huh?
up to Walt's retirement, he also changes his heart about Jesse and does give him the $5 million, which comes up later. So the Jesse has his money now.
Yeah, bitch.
And now
Yeah,
Hank knows.
bitch.
Hank knows.
You sussy baka.
Which, by the way, the beginning parts of a couple of these episodes are a gruff, like full head of hair Walter White going under a
It's literally
different
just
name.
the first episode.
He goes to a Denny's. It's the first episode, and then it's like this episode. It's Blood Money also has one.
Oh yeah, is it the one where he
yeah.
rearranges all of his food into like his age or whatever? Because
Yeah, he does the 52 because it's his birthday.
Yeah.
That was the first episode, I think. And then there's this episode where he goes to his house to get the ricin. And he's just like looking at like his destroyed house because like his family's moved out at this point. Like we can tell this is where Walt is lost. And then he sees his neighbor who like freaks out that he's there. He's just like, "Hello, Becky," or like whatever her name was. And she like
Carol.
freaks out. hello, Carol," and she like freaks out. And then like later
Hello,
in the
Matt.
episode, we see like present
Good
Walt
evening.
say, "Hello, Carol," and she's like, "Hello, Walt." It's all smiley. It's a fun little fun little thing.
That was so fucking cool.
But yeah, so if you wanna take back over from here, Ida.
I just got back. Sorry, I had to go do something really quick.
Oh, no worries.
What were you talking about? Where were you?
Hank knows now, and we're on
Okay,
to
Hank knows. Are we on Ozymandias yet?
no, we're way
What the
before Ozymandias. We're at
fuck?
Blood Money.
Okay, Jesse and Hank team up. Is that where we're at?
No, you're missing like episodes upon episode. All
Oh,
right,
okay.
I'll take over. I'll take over. So now Hank knows. So he goes back out to the barbecue and kind of like pretends to like be cool. But then as they're leaving, he does place a tracker on Walt's car.
Brother,
Um,
I
yeah.
don't mean to stop you now, but is recording still going on? Because I just got a notification from the bots doing something, and I don't know what it was.
Recording.
Okay.
What
Stop recording.
notification from the bots?
Recording ended.
I don't. It doesn't.
Okay.
It
Anyway,
wait, hold on. It says it just started recording a minute. I don't know what the fuck.
what the
this.
fuck are you talking about?
I don't
Why
know.
would you receive this notification? I'm the
Just
one
keep
who sent
going.
them.
Just keep going. I don't know what the fuck.
Okay, so Hank places the tracker, and he starts going through all the Heisenberg evidence. He has this like big sequence where he's driving home and he has like a panic attack and like almost dies. And Marie like freaks out. Hank takes some time off of work, but he has the DEA people deliver him all the evidence for the Heisenberg case. And he has it in his garage and he just starts going through it. He's got the book that he took from Walter. He's got all the fucking evidence and he's going through it. He's trying to make the connections. And he eventually he starts to figure it out. He starts to put the pieces together, and the final nail in the coffin is he pulls out the little drawing of Heisenberg and does recognize it as looking very similar to Walt. And he's like,
A
"Fuck."
fucking grade school sketch of him.
Yeah. It's like you wouldn't have identified it as Walter randomly, but now that he suspects Walter, he can look at the sketch and be like, "Yeah, that tracks." So now Hank is pretty certain that Walt is Heisenberg. And then Walt shows up because he does find the tracker. So he goes there and he's like, "Hank, I found the tracker on my
Hank.
car. Would
It's
you know
about the
anything
lady
about this,
I-
Hank?" And then Hank punches him and he's like, it was you the whole time. You're Heisenberg. You said Marie was in the hospital. You killed 10 witnesses. Heisenberg, Heisenberg, Heisenberg.
The one who was Breaking Bad.
You're the one who was Breaking Bad, Walter. Um,
I
and
will
they
be the one who breaks good.
they get into a physical conflict. Walt's like, Hank's like, "I'm gonna put you under the jail," and then Walt's like, "I'd never see a jail cell, Hank. You might as well leave me alone, because I'll never see a jail cell, because I'm a dying man with cancer. I'm a dying man who runs a car wash and has a family." Um, and Hank's like, "I don't even know who you are anymore." And then Walt's like, "If you don't know who I am, you better tread lightly, motherfucker." So then Hank is hardcore investigating Walt. He calls Skylar. Skylar meets him before Walt can get to her. He tries to coax Skylar into giving a full statement without a lawyer, but Skylar refuses to talk. She freaks the fuck out in the restaurant. She's like, "Am I under arrest? Hank, am I under arrest?" And I'm sure Mo Diggity felt for Skylar now more than ever, because
Yeah.
he's like, he's without a lawyer, but my rights. That's what Mo Diggity would say.
Yeah, like why would I not say that? That's what a good person would say.
Well,
Is
I
like,
think I think Skylar's really just like digging her own grave here. Because
Well,
like
yeah,
if
of
she had
course,
just
of
talked in that
course.
moment, she would have been fucking fine, and
But
Walt would have
she
got
didn't.
away, and that would have been it. Except she wouldn't have gotten the money, I guess. Which I guess now she wants the big money. and she's not gonna let him take it. It's got to
Wish I
go to the
had the
kids.
money. Like, bitch, look at the apartment that you're in now. Ha ha.
So meanwhile, Skylar and Walt, or Skylar and Hank, are talking. Walt is pretty much convinced that Skylar's going to talk, so he goes and buries the money, because Skylar knows where it is. He has Huel and QB transport it, and then he buries it. So now it's in the ground in the desert. He buries that shit. Meanwhile, there's the plot with Lydia, who Declan's meth is shitty. So he's like, why don't you use Todd? Todd was taught by Walt. And Declan does not want to use Todd because Todd is unreliable. So Uncle Jack's gang just fucking murders Declan and his people. And then there's a fun little scene. This is like the first like Todd wants to fuck Lydia scene, where she comes down she's down in the hole where Declan and his friends were until they got killed. And then Todd's like, it's clear to come up now. She's like, I don't want to see. He's like, okay. So he like takes her by the hand, uses his hand to cover her eyes, and like walks her through the carnage.
I thought that was like kind of funny, I guess.
It was silly. It
Well,
was fun. I like Todd's little crush on Lydia. It's such a funny little thing in this like awful, disgusting fucking drug world that he just has this cute little crush on Lydia.
cute little psychopath.
Yeah, what a cute little psychopath. But so yeah, now the money's buried. But eventually Walt and Skylar get to talk. Walt's cancer's back, by the way. We forgot to mention that. He finds that out in Blood Money. He tells Hank. Hank says, good, rot, you son of a bitch. um, and Skylar and Walt talk after Walt. Skylar thinks Walt is ignoring him. She's like, I didn't tell Hank anything, please. And he's not saying anything. But the reason he's not saying anything is because he's fucking dying. And then he falls over and faints. And then Skylar nurses him back to health. They have a conversation, and Skylar's like, I want the money to go to our kids, so we can't let the DEA take it. So for now, we can't let the DEA do anything. So Skylar is now on board with keeping Hank away. So that's what's going on. Meanwhile, Jesse is gonna leave town. Which, we forgot the plot. Jesse, originally he tries to give half of his money to Kaylee Ehrmantraut, and half of his money to the family of the kid that Todd murdered. But Saul calls Walt. Walt takes the money back and then brings it back to Jesse and yells at him. He's like, I don't want the money. It's blood money. And then when Walt makes him take it, he just starts throwing it out the window of his car. And he gets investigated by the FBI for this. It's this whole big thing.
And Jesse breaks his fucking dust filter for his Hoover Max Extract Pressure Pro Model 60.
Walt offers to pay for Jesse to go away forever, which Jesse agrees to. He wants to go start his new life in Alaska, but he has weed on him, and Yule pats him down and secretly takes the weed. So when he's waiting for the Hoover Max guy, and he realizes he doesn't have the weed, and he remembers the last time that Yule patted him down, and that he was convinced that Yule took something. So he's like, he did. It was real. So Jesse goes back, runs away from the fucking Hoover Max guy, goes back to Saul's office, kicks his fucking ass because he's like, you poisoned him. You poisoned Brock. And Saul's like, yeah, I know he's gonna end up in the hospital. It's true. I'm sorry. So then Jesse flies off the handle, goes into Walt's house, and just starts pouring gasoline all over. Mo, how'd you feel about this scene? Do you want to tell us how Jesse was in the wrong in this scene?
Oh, I don't really care. It was good. It was a fucking intense scene. He's just like freaking out the entire time. Just fucking pouring gas fucking all over the fucking place. And Walt's like bullshit fucking excuse to where he's like, oh, I just was pumping gas and got some gas on me. It was like, dude, the entire place fucking reeks of gasoline.
Well,
And
he has like a cleaning crew there that like is able to
yeah,
get rid of a lot of it, but they can't get it out of the carpet. So he has to be
yeah,
like, I left my clothes on the carpet and they were covered in gasoline, so the gasoline got in the carpet and I couldn't get it out.
Walter White is a bad liar.
you're the worst
Yeah,
fucking
he's
liar.
not a great liar. Like Yagami, he is not. But so Jesse does this. The Walt. So Jesse does this, but then he doesn't go through with it. Which Walt doesn't know why. Walt's like, "Hey, I see that you changed your mind. Thank you for that. Let's talk about this. We're gonna figure this out." Walt actually does not. He does not want to kill Jesse. He just wants to work things out. But we find out Jesse did not change his mind willingly. He was held at gunpoint by Hank, who was, I guess, watching the house. So he ran in with a gun. He's like, "Don't do it, Jesse. Don't do it. You want to burn him down? We'll do it together." So now Jesse is working with Hank. Jesse's literally staying in Hank's house because Hank does not want the DEA to know that Walt is Heisenberg, because the moment they know, he gets fired because it's been under his nose the whole time. So he's like, I at least want to definitively catch Walt before I get fired. So the DEA can't know, so he can't keep Jesse in like a DEA safe house or like put him in jail. So he has to keep Jesse at his house, which he's afraid Marie's gonna freak out. Marie's like, "Is this bad for Walt?" And Hank's like, "Yeah, it's pretty bad for Walt." And Marie's like, "Okay, I'll go make some coffee."
Mm.
So now Jesse's staying at Hank's house. Um, Jesse gives a full statement of literally everything. He describes the entire plot of Breaking Bad to Hank.
And then season 1 go, he was like, that's what he said.
Yeah, exactly.
Season 1 go, he was like, "You want to cook?"
And I was
And
like,
I said, "Hell
"Yeah,
no, bitch."
yo." But so now Hank knows pretty much everything. Steve Gomez is involved now. Steve Gomez has gone rogue. He's helping Hank out with the secret investigation. So Walt calls Jesse and asks to talk. So Hank's like, "All right, you're gonna go talk to him. You're gonna wear a wire." And Jesse's like, "He's not gonna talk. He's gonna fucking shoot me." And Hank's like, "I'm not asking. You can either take your chances at the jail or you can go in with a wire." So Jesse agrees to go in with the wire. There's a little scene where Gomez shows real concern. He's like, "What if he's right?" And Hank's like, "What if he's right? He's a fucking junkie murderer. He gets killed and we get it on tape."
Yeah, that was the least honorable. That was the most dishonorable Hank moment in the entire show. Honestly, that pissed me off.
Hank is just so
Obviously,
desperate.
obviously,
Of course,
Mo,
Mo Diggity is
of
like,
course, Mo Diggity is like, yeah.
Let him die.
Mo has had nothing but wrong opinions this entire time.
Dude, you're the
Honestly.
one with the wrong opinions. So, meh.
Literally name one.
All
Man
of
with
them.
wrong opinions thinks everyone else has wrong opinions.
wow,
Eh.
crazy.
Who would have guessed?
But all right,
You guys are actually all wrong. My opinions are the only true correct ones.
Oh, see, now I think your opinions are even wronger.
even
Well, wronger is
wronger.
not
Even
a word,
wronger.
so you're
Mhm.
wrong. You couldn't be more incorrect.
Ugh.
Damn, bro. He's spitting for real.
Man, shut up, Debbie.
No, I'm talking. Silly.
Shut up,
So-
Jello. You fucking idiot.
Okay, so anyway, so Jesse goes to the meeting with a wire, but he sees a big scary man behind Walt, so he assumes that this is a big scary man Walt has hired to kill him. So he just goes to a payphone, calls Walt, and says, "Nice try, bitch. I only stopped the gasoline because it wasn't enough. I'm gonna hit you where you really live." Then he hangs up. Hank freaks the fuck out and gets really angry at Jesse, and Jesse's like, "No, I got a better plan. We're gonna get him." And meanwhile, Walt has finally realized Skylar told him to kill Jesse too. Like that was like a big thing. Was like she like he tries to convince her like, "Hey, he's just a little crazy, but it's okay. He's my partner. We're gonna work it out." And Skylar's like, "No. We've come this far. You can't let this stand. You got to do
Says-
something about Jesse."
He says, "Listen, Skylar, I've never done that with another man before. Jesse is important for me."
Also, we forgot the whole scene where Walt kind
Where
of like
Jesse and Walt had passionate sex.
yeah, that's a pretty
Yeah,
good
that
scene.
was my favorite scene.
But Walt after Skylar says that she wants him to die, he kind of like purposely like tortures her a little bit, like plays some mind games. And one of those mind games is he invites Jesse over to the house, and Jesse's like, "Are you sure you want me to come to your house?" Because like he never lets him do that. But then they have a little meeting at Walt's house, and then Skylar walks in, and Jesse's like, "I'm just leaving," and then Walt's like, "No. Why don't you stay for dinner, Jesse? It's not a problem, right, Skylar?" And Skylar just has to be like, "Yeah," and then. There's like a super awkward dinner scene where Jesse tries to compliment Skylar's green beans, and she's like, "I got him at a deli," and he's like, "Oh, well, good shopping then." There's this little cute like mini subplot where Jesse tries to be genuinely friendly with Skylar, and Skylar just like completely dismisses him. There's like another scene where Walter and Jesse had to hide something at the car wash, and he sees Skylar there, and he's just like, "Hey, Mrs. White," like all like smiley and nice, and Skylar just fucking ignores him. It's adorable. Jesse just wants to be Skylar's friend. He's just a friendly boy.
Yeah, bitch.
How can you hate this man? He's just a friendly boy, Mo.
Yeah.
He's trying his best, okay?
He's trying, bro.
Like, dude, honestly, if you really look at the entire series, the more that he tries, like, if he's just a normal criminal motherfucker, he fucks things up. But when he tries, I mean, to be a good person, he fucks things up even more. He really does. Like, look at everything. Like, giving away the money, that fucked up things even more. Try to be like a good person. It's just, just fuck it, Jesse.
You're wrong, but okay.
Yeah.
So, Jesse threatens Walt. So Walt calls Jack and he's like, "Hey," or he calls Todd and he's like, "Hey, I have a job for your uncle." So now Walt's gonna get Jesse killed. Um, so Walt hires Jack. And Jack's like, "I don't want your money. I want Walt. I want you to cook one more time, so that Todd can learn." So
Passing
that's
on
the
that
deal.
legacy.
So Hank takes Yule into custody under the guise that Walt had killed QB and he was coming for Yule next.
Sorry, he takes Hugh.
Yule.
I'll what?
Yule.
You were actually trying.
Yeah. Yule. So they figure out that Huel does not know where the money is. The van didn't have GPS. But then Jesse's like, hold on a minute. The van doesn't have GPS, but Walt doesn't know that. So they call Walt and they say, "We have your money. I'm gonna burn your money." Or he doesn't. Walt does not know that Jesse's involved with Hank.
Walt.
But Jesse's like, yeah. Jesse calls Walt. He better call Walt, and he says, "I'm gonna burn your money, bitch. You better get here, bitch." Or I'm gonna burn the money. And also, it's funny the like. So the split between Walt and Jesse here, where Jack's like, "Okay, so we're killing a rat," and Walt's like, "No, Jesse's not a rat. He's just a little off the handle. We just got to deal with him. He's a rabid dog. We got to put him down, but he's not a rat. But he is a rat, actually. He's with Hank, participating in ratting."
That's another reason to fucking hate Jesse. He's a fucking rat.
He's allowed to rat
He's
at
the
this
fucking
point.
rat. Little cheese eating the fucking rat. Steal the money
are you
and
seriously gonna tell me after all of this shit that Walt did to him, he does not have the right to rat at this point?
No, don't fucking rat to the fucking feds. Just fucking steal the money, go bitch, and fucking bail. Go to Alaska.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah,
bitch, stole your money.
You guys are saying bitch with the comma. You guys can say, yeah, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
But
Where's my buddy, bitch?
Just escape and go be in BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
Yo, he did that. I forgot.
Yeah, and he was a good character for a while, and then by season 3, it was like, dude, this character kind of fucking sucks. He kind of reminds me. I'm sorry, like the first couple were really, really good.
Character that Aaron Paul played.
Okay, no. Hold on. It's not Aaron. No. This isn't Aaron. I love Aaron Paul. Like, don't get me wrong. It's
Oh yeah,
not
I love him in
fault.
everything he's in, other than BoJack Horseman and Breaking Bad. You know those
No,
like
no, no,
cereal
no, no, no.
commercials
Like,
before
no,
Breaking
there,
Bad.
there's
Those are really good.
shut the fuck up. It's much difference between BoJack Horseman and Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was good all the way through, even the last episode with some of the stuff that I don't really
Wait, hold
particularly
on.
Yeah, but you
like.
hated
Shut up! Hold
Jesse
on!
all the way through.
Hold on. Yeah, just because I don't like I don't like fucking Skyler either, doesn't mean it's gonna ruin the fucking show for me.
Yeah, but we're talking about
But
Aaron Paul
yeah,
and
but
how you
like,
hate every character Aaron Paul plays.
let me finish. Let me finish this up real quick, okay? Difference between Breaking Bad and fucking BoJack Horseman is like Breaking Bad was great all the way fucking through. BoJack Horseman kind of like fell the hell off and like really
No,
dipped in
it didn't.
quality by like the third
Season
fucking
one
season.
was
What the
mid,
hell
but
are you
every other
talking-
season is fucking based
Dude,
as
fuck
Every
off.
season
No,
gets
no, like,
better with BoJack. What are you talking about?
it
Yeah, it
does
gets better and
it does
better.
kind of. It does kind of. But after but like season 3 and onward, it's just not as good as season 1 and 2.
Season
What
one
are you? Oh my god,
So,
you are
no,
so
they're still kind of good, but there's just shit that
They're
just
better
drags
than
on in all
season
those
1 and
fucking
2 are the
things.
worst seasons.
Dude,
Yeah,
fuck,
you literally
dude,
have, like,
fuck
the
your
best
mother,
one.
okay? No, that's
I'm
no,
not gonna do that. That's gross.
that's not true. That's not true at all.
No, I
Uh,
fucked Jason's mother.
I hate the fucking I hate what's her name? The fucking writer that fucking banged
Diane?
I fucking hate Diane. I
Yeah,
mean, like,
nobody likes Diane. That's the
no,
point
like
of her character.
from season 3 and onward, though, like the writing just gets really subpar. There's some really great episodes,
Holy
but like
shit,
a
you are just
lot of
so
it is just like,
incorrect.
dude, I'm just so fucking bored. Like, why am I having to fucking go through like BoJack maybe with the prom and that shit was all fuck? Oh no, sorry, that was season 2.
Season one.
No, that's season 2.
Wait, are you guys talking about BoJack Horseman?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know what?
yes.
Lois
I thought you were
Lane.
talking about.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were talking about Breaking Bad. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah, I'm
about?
sorry. You know what? I'll shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm just going off and fucking.
Yeah.
Because I really,
I was
really
like, who the
BoJack
fuck is
Horseman.
Diane?
I mean, I really like BoJack
him.
Horseman. It's just that the writing got real bad after
My
like.
favorite
It's just
Breaking
not
Bad
true.
character, Diane.
That is
That's
true.
not true.
Do I really need to fucking listen to fucking Diane fucking bitch about man spreading and shit? Do I like the whole fucking like every
about?
fucking time she's on fucking on the fucking screen, the show fucking just grinds to a fucking halt.
No,
And like
dude,
they start fucking
no.
revolving a lot of the show around Diane, like
Diane being a
don't
little
fucking
bitch is
care.
so interesting because of how
And
the
her
other
banging a
characters react
buffalo
to it.
guy is weird. Like the whole fucking
Nah, that's when she becomes an actual good person.
her getting fat because she's on antidepressants because she's a fucking bitch all the fucking time. Like, do I really need to watch all this shit? Like, I just want to
You
get
don't
back
see
to
it.
BoJack.
You don't see Fat Diane that much. You only see
You
her for like
do.
an episode.
I just don't like. Guess I don't like Diane, and I think that what's his name, fucking Aaron Paul's character is just gets kind of too stupid.
He gets
Alright.
smarter as the show goes on.
No,
because
he
becomes
does not. He
like a-
gets dumber,
becomes a
dude.
responsible-
Why
his
do you
character is him
fucking do
becoming a
nothing but
responsible
spit
adult.
lies? Why do you tell lies? He gets dumber as everything.
Riley,
Like
can you
it
please
really
kick
starts.
this man off?
No,
you
fuck
please- I
you. No,
can't.
fucking
Kick him
kick
off.
Jello's fucking ass.
Not
No,
gonna
but
kick
You know
him
what?
seriously,
I'm
off.
It's
fine
the
either way. I
improv.
cannot be around a man who spits such blasphemy.
Oh bullshit, man!
hold on,
Ever since
hold
the improv fucking
thing
course,
thing
hold
about
on, hold on,
Diane-
wait, Ida, hold on, dude. It's ever since the improv course, he gets stupider. He does objectively get dumber and dumber and dumber.
Becomes
Why do
an
you-
actual person.
No, he's not an actual person. He's an idiot. He might actually be functionally. How do I put this? Special, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't think that he's like really.
I have
don't think
never
that the
heard
engine's-
more lies from a man.
I don't think that the engine's running
job.
very well in
Like,
the mind
You
of him.
literally, hold on. You literally see him like get a job and like improve himself as
Yeah.
it goes on.
But he fucking just, but he gives all this fucking money away like a weirdo. I don't know. He's just weird, man.
Holy
Like I don't
shit.
know.
It really is that you just hate Jesse that much.
I
You just
don't
don't
hate.
like
Yeah.
it when he acts like Jesse.
No, I like fucking Aaron Paul, man. I fucking swear to you, I do.
I like Aaron Paul. I just hate every character he plays.
Yeah, I like Aaron Paul. I just hate everything he does.
All right, all right. Speaking of Aaron
Uh.
Paul, he was in a show called Breaking Bad, which is what we're talking about.
We are?
So, yeah, believe it or not. So Jesse claims he's burning the money. Walt starts driving. Jack is like also coming, I guess. I don't remember how Walt sets
He's
that up.
coming.
Because he can't get off the phone with Jesse, or else Jesse's gonna burn the money. But yeah, so he gets there, he gets to where the money is, but of course Jesse's not there because it's a lie. But then Jesse pulls up with, or no, he calls Jack and he's like, Jesse's here somewhere. You gotta come to the desert and kill Jesse. So Jack is on his way, but then he sees Jesse get out of the car with Hank, and he immediately calls Jack and he's like, "It's off. Cut it. It's over. Don't come. Do not come. Do not come."
And then Jack's like, I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. So Jack's not allowed to come. And at this point, Walt kind of a little bit accepts his fate. He has no way out. He does not want Hank to be killed by Jack, so he calls Jack off. He called Jack off. Like, God damn it! Why am I so mature? But so Hank formally arrests Walt. He puts the handcuffs on him. He reads him his rights, and he puts him in the back of the car, and he's ready to go book him. But then Jack shows up anyway, and Jack starts shooting, and there's a whole big shootout.
Starts blasting.
He starts blasting. So anyway, I started blasting. So that's where the episode ends, and the episode begins with Gomez dead. He died off screen, was shot off screen. Now he's laying dead in blood, and Hank's been shot in the thigh. He's down. He goes for like a shotgun that was on the ground, but then Jack stops him last minute. Jack's gonna kill Walt, or Jack's not gonna kill Walt. Jack's gonna kill Hank.
I think that's supposed to be Gomez's shotgun.
Yeah, Gomez's shotgun. Yes. Hank goes for it, but then Jack stops him, and he's about to kill him, and then Walt's like, no, don't kill Hank. Do not kill Hank. And then he's like, why? He's DEA. Why do you care about him? He's like, because he's family. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, he's my family. He's my brother-in-law. And Jack's like, oh, you didn't think to mention you had a brother-in-law in the DEA? Sorry, buddy. He's dying. There's no way out of this. And then Walt's like, wait a minute. I have $80 million that I can give you in exchange for Hank's life that is buried out here that you could easily find yourself now that I've told you that it's buried out here. So Hank says the epic line. You want to quote the line, Demi?
Well,
Said what?
Yeah, he says he's like Walt, you're the smartest guy I've ever known. Yet you're too stupid to see. He made up his decision 10 minutes ago. Or was it 2 minutes ago? Or was it 3 minutes ago?
It was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was 10 minutes ago.
And then he says, do what you're gonna do. And then Jack shoots him. And that's it. Hank's
Mid
gone.
Mid-sentence.
Do what you're gonna.
Do what you gotta do. It's over. Hank's dead. I'm crushed. I can't believe Hank Schrader's dead. I'm still in disbelief. Why did they do that to him? He was such a good boy. Apparently, Dean Norris wanted Hank killed off earlier in the season because he got hired for another show, which is kind of funny. Kind of unfortunate that he's not committed to the craft. But nonetheless, Vince Gilligan said, "Nah, fuck you," and killed him this late. So the epic death of Hank Schrader, truly unfortunate. And then Jack just digs up all the money anyway, and he's gonna steal it all. But then he leaves a barrel. He's like, Walt, I'm tough, but I'm fair. I'm gonna leave you a barrel.
I'm tough.
Leave you a barrel.
I'm gonna leave you a barrel. Now we're square, right? And Walt like ignores him. He's like, I gotta know we're square. I'm gonna have to kill you. And he's like, yeah, fine, whatever. So he takes the barrel. Jack and his friends depart. Walt departs with his barrel, but then his car breaks down, so he starts having to roll it until he comes across a guy on an Indian reservation with a truck, and then gives him a shit ton of money to buy his truck. So Walt only has like 10 million of his $80 million left because the rest of it was stolen. It's truly Walt's in an unfortunate position. So then Walt returns home. And he's like, and he starts packing. And meanwhile, Hank called Marie and told him that he had Walt in handcuffs, dead to rights. So they're all under the assumption that Hank is booking Walt at that moment. So they're all like, Walt's gone. They had to tell Walter Jr. about the meth dealing because they're like, it's either going to be us or it's going to be the fucking feds. So we got to tell him. So Skylar and Marie tell Walter Jr. He doesn't believe them. He's like, I don't believe you, and even if it's true, you're a liar for not telling me earlier. So he's pissed either way. And then Skylar and Walter Jr. head home, but they find Walt there. He's packing. And he's like, come on, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta pack. We gotta get out of here. We gotta go.
We gotta come.
We gotta come. And
We did not come.
Skylar's like, what happened to Hank? He had you in handcuffs. There's no way he just let you go. What happened to Hank? And eventually Walt won't say anything. Eventually Skylar deduces that Hank is dead, and Walt kind of half-heartedly admits that he's dead. He's just like, she's like, you killed Hank, and he's like, no, I tried to save him. And then Walter Jr. is like, Hank is dead? And he's like, no, it's fine. Come on, we gotta pack, we gotta go. And Walter Jr. is like, what happened to Hank? And happy Uncle Hank. God, we're so bad. So everybody's pissed, everybody's angry. Walt is insisting we gotta pack, we gotta go. And then Skylar's like, you get out of my house. And she takes a knife. And she attacks Walt with the knife with his hand. So Walt steals Holly and leaves. And Skylar like runs after him screaming, but he gets in the truck, he drives away with Holly.
And then
So
he and Holly start making meth together. That was my favorite.
yeah, the baby Holly starts cooking meth. By the way, your mic is like super covered right now. We can barely hear what you're saying. Move. Go to the place where your mic isn't covered.
Not even the same house.
Oh shit. Well, go to a place where your mic isn't covered. But so yeah, Walt has Holly. He's about to go head for the Hoover Max journey. After he has he's changing Holly, and then Holly keeps saying mama, which me and Demi talked about this. I want to see how you guys interpreted this. Do you think that Walt intentionally originally intended to keep Holly and take her with him on his Hoover Max journey, or did he always intend to give Holly back?
Oh no, he would have given Holly back, I think.
I think he
I
intended
th-
to keep her, but
I
decided
think
not.
he didn't even like plan anything. It was just like a spur of the moment decision.
And the baby said, "Mama, mama, mama." He's like,
Yeah,
"Aw."
and then meth.
She said, "Meth." Yes,
Yeah,
I taught you
yeah.
well.
Mo is wrong.
So, yep. So Walt drops Holly off at a fire station. He goes to meet with the Hoover Max man. Saul also meets with the Hoover Max man because now he's implicated in this. They're both getting the fuck out of there. So they
Yeah,
have to
I love that reveal.
reveal Saul going to
Yeah.
the Hoover Max.
Well, yeah, well, because like you know how he goes into the room, then all of a sudden he looks over across from him in the room. It's fucking Saul. I like that moment.
Yeah, that is really good. So yeah, they're both getting out of there. They're changing their lives, changing their identities. And Walt's like, wait a minute, we gotta change the plans. Me and Saul have to go together because I can use Saul. I can use him. Saul's like, no, I'm not your
Stop doing
lawyer.
that. You're not a good. You don't have a good Walt impression. Just stop it.
It's funny because it's bad. So
Guys, it's funny because it's unoriginal.
Walt starts trying to intimidate Saul, but unfortunately he starts cancer coughing. So it's gone. It's over. It's over. So Saul gets out of there. He moves to Omaha, Nebraska to manage a Cinnabon, and Walt is left alone to.
Wait.
People not kill themselves in
Hold on.
Nebraska.
Hold on. He's not the manager. He's just an employee.
No, he's
No,
the
he's the
manager.
manager.
What?
Just because he
Yeah,
makes
he's the manager.
Cinnabons doesn't mean he's not the manager. Managers make food at food places.
Yeah, that's why he's the last one to close up every night.
Hold on. How the fuck did he immediately get the managerial position?
He didn't
Oh,
immediately get it.
Yeah, he probably got it after a while because there's like isn't there like a 5-year fucking no, there's like a 5-year time jump between Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, isn't there? Because it's a long time
Yeah.
before we find out where Saul is, right?
It's like a year or at least a year.
Well, there's also the fact. There's also the fact that Saul Goodman says, "Oh, we're best case scenario. I'll be managing a Cinnabon in Omaha," and the fact that in Better Call Saul he is
He
managing a
literally
Cinnabon
is
in
managing
Omaha.
a Cinnabon in
So there's a
Omaha.
chance. My theory in my head canon is that the Hoover Max guys set him up with that manager position.
Oh,
There.
well, yeah, that could be it.
Is the Hoover Max guy in Better Call Saul? I wonder.
You'll find
Yeah,
out.
gee, I fucking wonder.
Better call Hoover Max guy.
Better
Better
call
call
Hoover
the
Max.
vacuum repair shop.
The fucking theme song for that is just a fucking vacuum going the entire time with like with scenery fucking going by, just like, dude, this is the worst shit ever. Oh my god! Yes, like a vacuum cleaner version of the Better Call Saul theme. Yeah, that would be great.
So anyway, we
Still
leave
has
it-
the
we leave-
drums and shit
Hold on.
going off.
Hey Google, vacuum machine sound effect.
But all right, we're here at the final 2 episodes, the big ending. So
State and
w-
Feline.
Granite Stain and Stain, Granite State,
You wanna try
and
that one again?
Felina. Granite State and Felina. So now Walt is hiding in New Hampshire. Hoover Max guy's like, you gotta hide in this cabin. You're not allowed to go into town. There's a fucking manhunt for you. You gotta stay away from people. I'll make supply runs every month, but if you leave this fucking place, I'm not gonna come back because you're gonna get caught, and that's fucked up for me. So Walt kind of follows it for a while, at least a month, because there is a supply run. But then
No,
eventually,
It's like
Go-
like half a year. About.
is it?
Yeah, because like think about how closely the 51st and 52nd birthday are. In
Oh,
terms
that's
of like
fair.
episode.
Yeah. So he goes along with it for a while, but eventually Walt's like, no, we gotta go. Meanwhile, also because we forgot this part entirely. After Jack steals all the money, Walt's like, you still owe me Jesse Pinkman, and then Jack's like, you find him, we'll kill him. Tough but fair. And Walt immediately finds Jesse. Jesse is about to get executed. Walt admits what he did to Jane right before they're about to kill Jesse. And then Todd's like, wait a minute. Jesse can show me how to cook. So they end up taking Jesse so they can show him how to cook. They take Jesse under the guise that they want to see like what he said to the DEA and if it like implicates them. But then after he does that, they're about to kill him again, and they're like, wait, he can cook. We can make him cook.
You can cook at the meth.
So now
Like with meth.
Jesse's a meth slave to the Nazis. So meanwhile, with Jesse, as Walt is retreated, Skylar is being interrogated by the DEA. They're threatening her and her kids' livelihoods if she does not tell them where Walt is. She's like, I don't know where Walt is. So it's like a big thing. And then Jesse, he's been enslaved. He has a plan. He's come up with a plan. He asks Todd to leave the tarp off of the cage so that he can see the stars. And Todd, seeing no possibility for him to escape, agrees. But they had a picture of Andrew and Brock in his cage. I guess to like keep him compliant because like remember what we have on you. But he takes the paperclip and he turns it into a lockpick and he picks the locks and he goes running. He's trying to escape, but he can't find a way out. And then the neo-Nazis stop him. And he's like, "Just kill me, because I'm never cooking for you psycho fucks again." and instead of killing him, they take him on a little ride along to Andrea's house, tied up in the back of a car, and they kill Andrea in front of him.
And
To
it's
keep him.
very sad.
It is very sad. It's awful. And Jesse's screaming and crying in the car, and they're like, "Shut the fuck up! Remember, there's still the kid." So Jesse is forced to continue to comply to protect Brock.
Oh, Jesse deserved it. I'm Mo.
Yeah, Jesse deserved to have his
Oh,
girlfriend executed in front
I'm
of
getting
him.
what I fucking deserved. Wah.
Wait,
Get
do you
what you
actually
fucking
think this is
deserve.
what he deserves?
Oh, I don't care about Jesse and all the bad shit that happens to him. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit.
Come
Okay,
on.
wait, hold on, Mo. Are you saying it's okay to kill somebody's girlfriend if you don't like them?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Fuck yeah, let's go.
This
I
is
think
like
that's pretty badass.
this is like the Maddox libertarian argument where Mo has long realized he's wrong, but he's just gonna continue to double, triple, quadruple down.
Oh, just all the way, all the way.
Mo doesn't know what it's like to be wrong because he still thinks he's right all the time.
No, I don't.
Huh?
No, I don't. I don't think I'm
Huh?
right all the time. They're like, what kind of
Hold on.
egotist do you think
All
I
right,
am?
guys. All right, I
Huh?
gotta be out of here within the next 20 minutes. So let me continue.
And we're still doing a fucking recap.
We're still doing the recap. I don't know why we decided to recap the entire season, but like we're pretty much committed now. So Walter is ready to kind of give up. He goes to a bar. He tries to call Walter Jr. He pays some lady to pretend to be Marie to get them to let him on the phone. And he's like, "I'm gonna send a package with money, and I'm gonna send it to Lewis, but it's gonna be for you." And Walter Jr. is like, "We don't want your money. Fuck you, Dad. Uh, just die." Um, and upon being told to die by his son, he's pretty much ready to do just that. He calls the DEA, and he says, "Hey, I'd like to speak to the person in charge of the Walter White investigation." And they're like, "Who's calling?" And he's like, "Walter White." And then he just drops the phone and he just leaves it there, ready to be tracked. And he sits down at the bar, just kind of waiting to get arrested. I believe is the intent of the scene. Like he's done. But
But
then
then
the TV comes on, and they're watching Charlie Rose. He sees Gretchen and Elliot on Charlie Rose, and they're talking shit. they're talking shit about Walt and how he wasn't really involved with gray matter. All he contributed was the name. They're saying Heisenberg's an awful man. Walter White is gone. So Walt gets pissed, and he gets out of there. And the police show up. They like raid the bar, but Walter's gone.
The full version of the theme song plays, guys,
It
just like the
does.
anime.
That's true. You know Walt's on the attack. You hear the boom, boom.
Walt defeats Gretchen and Elliot with the power of friendship.
Yeah, of course. He uses talk no jutsu on Gretchen and Elliot. So anyway, Walter heads back to Albuquerque. He stops by Gretchen and Elliot's. He gives them all of his money, all of his 9 million whatever dollars, and he's like, "I've thought of the perfect couple. You're gonna give him a trust. You're gonna give Walter Jr. a trust when he turns 18, and it's gonna be all of my money. But nobody will question it because you're rich and you feel bad that I'm a monster and you used to be associated with me." So that's their big plan. He like threatens them into complying. Well, he kind of just like gets them to comply just by his mere presence is threatening them. But then to make sure, he's hired some snipers, and he's like, "If you two fuck up, if you two don't give the money to Walter Jr., you're dead, dead." So Gretchen and
The two
Elliot
laser pointers.
hold. I was gonna
Got
get
'em.
there. I was selling it in a certain way.
Fuck you.
So yes, so Gretchen and Elliot are convinced that the assassin's hunting them down. But it was actually just Badger and Skinny Pete with laser pointers, as Demi pointed out before I could, because I was trying to weave it in a certain narrative way, you motherfucker.
He's like, before he says, I've hired the best assassins this side of the border or whatever. And he's or I think he said this side of the Mississippi, and he like
Yep.
snaps his fingers, and then like two laser pointers go on him, and like holy shit, because they think there's They think there's sniper lights on them.
There's
What are
actually
the
Badger
red
and Skinny
dots?
Pete with
Red,
laser
they think they're
pointers.
like red
What
dots.
if they weren't watching and they fucking like just did it like too late?
That would be really funny. But he's got Badger and Skinny Pete in the car. They're like, we don't feel too good about this morally, and then he gives them money, and it's like, yeah, we're coming around. Don't worry about it. And then Walt's like, who's cooking the blue meth? And they're like, we thought it was you. And Walt's like, so it must be Jesse. Jesse is still alive. So Walt plans to go to the neo-Nazis, fucking kill them all. He shows up there. Here's what he does. Todd and Lydia have a meeting at a coffee shop. They do it all the time about the meth. But Walt's waiting there for him. He's like, don't worry, just 2 minutes of your time. I have a way to cook meth without methylamine, and you'll save a lot of money. It'll be good.
Save money and live better.
You'll save money and you'll live better. So he pitches this to Lydia and Todd. And he asked Todd to set up a meeting. And then Lydia's like, we're not gonna do business with him. Do I have to walk you through this, Todd? Mr. White needs to go. So they set up a meeting with Jack, which of course is a setup for Walt.
Aren't they surprised that he's still alive at that point?
Yeah, they're surprised that he's still alive, and it's like, okay, now he has to die. Now we got to get rid of him. And they ask how Walt knew they were there, and he's like, you have a schedule. You're at the coffee shop all the time at this particular time. So Walt knew they were there. He was waiting for them. And then Lydia puts her stevia on her tea, which is a completely insignificant event that holds no weight. And
This will not come back later on.
will not. This is not a surprise tool. It will not help us later. So Walt goes to meet with Jack. He gets patted down. They take his wallet and his keys, and he's like, "All right, Jack, can we discuss business?" And Jack's like, "No, I don't think we can. I think you're gonna get killed now." And then Walt, before he's about to be killed, he's like, "Hold on, you told me you would kill Jesse Pinkman, but now you've partnered with Jesse Pinkman." And they're about to kill Walt, and then Jack's like, no, wait, he's calling me a liar. He's calling me a fucking liar. Bring Jesse up here. Bring him up here. And then he shows off, like, the battered, enslaved Jesse. He's like, yeah, great partner. 50-50 partner, motherfucker.
He showed him the BDSM tools.
He showed him the BDSM for Jesse. And then Walt violently tackles Jesse. They get into a violent conflict. Jack goes to pull him off, but before he does, there's a fucking Rube Goldberg machine set up in fucking Walt's car that is handling a gun that just fucking goes off and kills.
The car is a transformer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's teamed up with Optimus Prime for this plan.
You know that Walt was originally planning on killing Jesse there, but after he saw like how beaten up he was like he decided to let him live.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that was like the plan.
Okay, I mean, they didn't say that flat out.
Yeah, I mean, he was like,
Well, yeah,
Jesse's
but-
still alive. He's like, Jesse's still alive. And then he's upset by the fact Jesse's still alive, and he goes to seek out
Yeah.
these Nazis that were supposed to kill him. I thought it was
And he
pretty
wanted
clear.
Jesse in the room, and he was just planning on dying there with the fucking gun along with them. But after he saw how like fucking sad and pathetic Jesse was, he decided to take pity on the boy one last
Yeah, he
time.
decided to tackle Jesse down so that he would get not hit by the bullets. So all the neo-Nazis die. Walt gets shot in like the chest, but he's okay for this particular moment. He's not dead right away. And everybody's dead except for Todd, who I don't think was shot at all. Like I think he was completely devoid of bullet wounds. And then there's
No, he got killed like earlier, didn't he?
Todd gets
No.
killed right after.
Oh,
But
okay.
hold on, we'll get there. So I think Todd is completely devoid of bullet wounds, and so is Jesse. Jack is like coughing up blood. He's fucked up. And Walt goes to finish him off, and this is a badass scene where Jack's like, "Wait a minute, I still have your money. If you pull that trigger, you'll never know where your money is." And then Walt just fucking pulls the trigger. Get fucked.
Fun fact: that was the same way Hank died.
True.
Cut off
Yeah.
mid-sentence.
Cut off mid-sentence. That's true. Justice. So Walt gives Jesse a gun, and he says, "Do it. do it, Jesse. uh, and he's like, you want to do this? And Jesse's like, no. You tell me you want me to do this. And then Walt's like, I want you to do this. And then Jesse kind of looks at him. He has the gun. He's like, then do it yourself. And he drops it and walks out. Then Todd gets a call from Lydia, who he has a cute little special ringtone for. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention how Todd died. My bad. So Todd lives. He gets up and he's like, "Holy shit, Mr. White!" And then Jesse just tackles him and fucking strangles him and snaps his neck. So that's how Todd goes out. Jesse gets his revenge.
The one thing that Jesse does right through the entire series, I might add.
Oh, okay.
Fuck off.
The entire series.
I've
Mhm.
had it with this Mo guy.
This Mo guy not doing it for me. What about a pedophile? What the fuck
Yo.
was that?
Sorry, I didn't realize my phone volume was on.
Was that me saying the word pedophile? What are you listening to?
No, it was this.
This guy is a pedophile.
Oh, it's Keemstar.
Keemstar,
I don't know.
yeah.
I confused myself with Keemstar.
This guy is a pedophile.
But anyway, so
Ooh, Issue Crew gained 1 subscriber since we uploaded that video where we plugged the Issue Crew.
nice.
Ooh.
So Jesse leaves. He starts crying and laughing and then crying as he leaves.
Jesse Plemons
Thanks,
escapes.
Jesse Pinkman. And then
It'd have been so funny if he like got into a wreck as he was like laughing and crying. He's like, "Yes,
Shut
bitch,
up.
I'm fucking alive."
Shut up. I've
Just
had it
like,
with this Mo guy.
meh.
So anyway, Walt answers Lydia's call. And it's funny that Lydia does not recognize Walt's voice when she's like, "Is it done?" And then Walt's like, "It's done." And she thinks it's Todd at first, and then he's like, "They're all gone." And then she's like, "Who is this?" It's like, "It's Walt." "How you feeling, Lydia? A little under the weather?" Because is this the first and only successful ricin poisoning in Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like it's fucking Chekhov's ricin. Walt finally utilized the ricin. He slipped it into Lydia's stevia packet. So now Lydia's gone. She's feeling like she has the flu. She's gonna be dead soon. And Walt says goodbye, Lydia. Which, by the way, fun fact, this does spoil where this goes, but who cares? You've probably already seen it. These are Walter's last words, are goodbye, Lydia. He never speaks again before he dies.
Goodbye, Elliot.
No,
Lydia
no.
is the last
Remember
person
when...
he addresses.
No, remember when he says, "I was the Breaking Bad after all."
Yeah, I forgot about that part, my bad. But Jesse gets away. Walt goes into the meth lab, takes one last look around as he's succumbing to his gun wound. He looks at a mask. You see, maybe I'm completely stupid for that. I didn't really expect it to happen, but I was like, is this gonna happen? I was half expecting. I didn't know how fatal Walt's gun wound was. I was half expecting him to cook and then smoke and then die.
Wait, what? Why?
Because he looked at the meth mask like he's like, one last cook. I almost thought was gonna be the thing. I thought he was gonna overdose on meth on purpose, and that was gonna be how he died. But no, he touches a meth tanker one last time, and we see his blood rub off on it, and then he falls and he dies. And the police arrive because they heard
Just
the
like
they
what I did.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, Baby Blue is such a great fucking song for him to go out on.
yeah, it was very good. Of course, the blue meth, so it fits. It's his baby blue.
And he got what he deserved.
And he got what he deserved. So Walt falls over and dies. The police
Wait,
pull up.
did we mention the "I did it for me" scene?
Fuck! So he does go and see Skylar before the events unfold. He has one last talk with her. He admits that he did the meth shit for him. He did it because he liked it. Then he has one last. He rubs his hand upon Holly's cheek one last time before he sets off on his final trek. Which is
Trek, not track, you Philistine.
I said trek.
No.
Oh.
Holy shit! Did you just unironically use the word Philistine?
He used it
Philistine?
because they talked about it on Biggest Problem last week. That's the only reason why he has that word in his head.
You're like the only person I've heard actually use that word in unironically.
Unironically, I'm Jello. I use words like
I'm
unironically.
Well, yeah,
All
that's
right,
the proper
so
word we use.
Walt is dead. Now, I want to, before we get into wrap up questions, even though I said I have to leave, I would feel bad if I rushed this. So let's talk about Felina for a minute, because this has been considered one of the greatest finales in television history. Do you all concur? How do you guys feel about Felina?
I feel
I
like
agree.
I feel like it was really good,
It's definitely my favorite episode of the season.
but you know,
God damn it, Jason! You weren't supposed to say that yet.
could I compare this?
I'm Riely. I'm Riely. I roll with an iron fist.
It's a segment on the show. You're supposed to wait for the set. It's not really me ruling with an iron fist. It's just how the show is.
I'm Muriel, I swear I'm not a simp.
Fuck off, Jason. You know, I'm done talking about Felina. Nobody else gets to talk. Jason ruined it. No. Okay, everybody talked except for Mo. So let's.
Man,
let's
fuck you, bitch.
Mo.
What?
What do you mean, fuck you, bitch? I was gonna give you the opportunity to talk about Felina.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, I don't know who the fuck is Felina.
That's the name of the finale.
Oh my god, no.
That's the name of the last episode, Mo.
Well, oops. I'm sorry that I would remember things like titles of episodes on Breaking Bad. Ugh.
How'd you feel about the finale, Mo?
Uh,
Give us a
Well-
tight 5. We can't be here all night, but how'd you feel?
okay, bitch, fuck off. I am. I really, really liked it a lot. Didn't really. I mean, everything inside of me wishes that Gus's death came this season and not last season, and that the fucking neo Nazis were like the mid tier boss from like the season before, after, or something like that. I think that would have been more poetic. You know, yeah, it'll be a little bit predictable and all that stuff, but I do think that that would have been like a better one. You know, like Walter fucking dies, taking down fucking Gus, and Gus, you know, like Gus loses his fucking empire, and you know that be that at least he did get taken down. I just, you know, like I said, I wish you were this season for the series finale. That would have made a little bit more sense, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
Hey, I gotta go.
Wait, what?
I have to go.
Why?
My dad offered to take me to the store and buy cake with him, so I'm gonna do that.
All right, well, hit us real quick with the wrap-up set questions. Favorite character, favorite episode, rate the season out of 10.
Jesse, Felina, 10 out of 10. My favorite season.
Based. All right, see you later, Jason.
All right, I'm gonna enjoy my cake in your honor. Just kidding. It's not gonna be in your honor. It's
Damn.
gonna be in your
Damn.
dishonor.
The honor of the
Boom.
cake was a lie.
Your Honor.
No, your honor. I'm doing this in the dishonor of Riely. Boom.
Damn. But all right, folks, let's the rest of us do our wrap-up questions. Ida, who is your favorite character this season?
Now, this is a question that I've thought about a lot. Who is my favorite character this season? I think it was probably Walt.
Okay.
I think that this season had a lot of, I guess, like the secondary main characters weren't as good as they were on the previous seasons. Like Todd and Jack were nowhere even close to as good as Gus was, you know?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What about you, Mo Diggity? Who's your favorite character this season?
Man, I hate fuck everything. Like, honestly, I think Hank was my favorite freaking character, and how he got fucking done at the very end of that. Him and his partner, by the way. You know, it's
Fuck!
tragic.
There was something I wanted to talk about Hank's death. All right, brief detour, guys. I'm sorry, but I want to talk to Mo
Detour.
and
You
Ida
could
about
you could have
this.
at least given us a warning that there was a detour ahead.
It's a detour ahead. So there are several interpretations to Hank's final moments. And there was an interesting one that even Dean Norris himself apparently believes this, and I'm interested to see what Mo and Ida think. There's an interpretation of the scene where people think that Hank forgave Walt in his final moments, and even Dean Norris checks out with this. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think there's any credence?
Oh,
It wasn't.
I don't recall at all. Like what was even being said. I didn't even get. When I saw that, I didn't get that vibe at all.
So in Hank's final moments, he's about to get killed by Jack. Walt offers up all 80 million of his dollars to save Hank. And then Hank kind of like gives him a look, like an eye look of like, why would you fucking do that? And then in his final moments, he's like, Walt, you're the smartest guy I know, but he already made his decision. And like people have interpreted, people including Dean Norris have interpreted the scene where in his final moments, Hank might have forgiven Walt in some way.
I think that's a good question because I kind of see that, but
I saw like a Reddit post. This is like more theory crap. This is not something Dean Norris confirmed, but I saw like an interesting Reddit post where they determined the look in Hank's eyes, sort of like, "What are you doing, man?" Where he's like, he knows he's a dead man, and somehow he kind of prefers Walt winning over like nobody winning and the neo Nazis getting their way. So he's like, "What are you doing, man? I'm a dead man. Why would you give up the location of your money?" Like he wanted Walt to win almost, if he knew he was gonna die.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think that's in Hank's character. Now that I think about it, Hank was like part of Hagen's character was being obsessed um with finding Heisenberg, right? I
Yeah.
don't.
Mhm.
Yes.
If anything, I don't really think he would have wanted Walt to win.
Fair enough. I think I agree. I just thought it was an interesting alternative interpretation.
I don't think he would
Oh,
want to. I don't think he would have wanted Walt to win, and I don't think he forgave Walt at all, like a lot of people say. But I do think he had like a certain amount of sympathy for Walt.
he kind of realized that he was like more vulnerable than he thought. Like he thought Walt was this monster, but then he's like, he cares enough about Hank to give up literally every penny he has. So like, it's like, wow, maybe he isn't like the worst guy ever. But anyway, let's get into wrap up question. Or let's finish wrap up questions. Mo and Ida already went for favorite character, so Demi Gloom.
Favorite character? It's got to be Walt, dude. Walt is so badass.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yes,
that's my second.
fair.
That was my second pick. I just didn't want to be like Walt, 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 Walt. I was like,
So
dude, I loved Hank this season.
here's the thing, right? Earlier this morning, I fully had convinced myself that I was going to give it to Hank. Because Hank was a certified badass this entire season. He's a hero. He wanted to bust Walt. He Hank's arc this season was truly amazing, truly expertful. But I can't. Because no matter how much I might try to deny it, no matter how much I might try to find another candidate, because this feels like the easy answer, it's got to be Walt. Like, there's nobody else you can give it to this season. The end of Walt's arc is a truly beautiful thing, and it is portrayed in a perfect. The final two episodes portray Walt's like end in such a perfect, poetic way that there's nobody else I can give it to. It's got to be Walter. Like, I'm sorry. I know it sounds generic. Hank, I love you. You get my second place honorable mention for sure, but it's got to be Walter. So, favorite episode, Mo Diggity?
I think it's the one where Hank dies.
Ozymandias.
Yeah.
Fair. That's a very good one. What about you, Demi?
Um, it's between that and Felina.
You had to make a choice. Gun to your head.
Ugh, I'll go with Felina.
Okay. What about you, Ida?
Ozymandias.
Fair enough. And this is literally the same argument where it's like I wanted to give it to Ozymandias, but it's got to be Felina. Like it's such a beautiful poetic end that there's nothing else it can go to. Felina is maybe my favorite episode of the show because Felina is so beautiful and poetic and such a great ending. Which brings us to our rating out of 10. And I'll go first here. 10 out of 10. This is an amazing season. It is not my favorite season. It did not crack season 2 for me. I know that's controversial, but it did not crack season 2 for me, but it is definitely 10 out of 10. And it is definitely better than every other season, in my opinion. Which I do want to go around and get a quick season ranking from everybody before we sign off. But yes, 10 out of 10 for me. What about you, Demi Gloom?
10 out of 10.
Fair enough, Ida.
10 out of 10.
Oh,
Yep.
Jesus.
And Mo Diggity.
10
Come
out.
on.
Well, okay, 10 out of 10, but it's not. I think season 2 may be the best season out of all of them, and that's a 10 out of 10 one for me.
Yeah, the season 2 and
So-
season 5 are the only 10 out of 10s I gave. So real quick, let's go around and get everybody's season ranking. Real quick, we'll shotgun it. For me, 2 has always been my favorite. Nothing could break it. My ranking is 2, 5, 3, 1, 4. That is my ranking. What about you, Mo Diggity?
2, 4, 1, 3, 5.
5 is your least favorite?
Well, shit. Well, I didn't really. I don't know. I didn't dislike any of them. 2, 4, 5, 1, 3. I
Yeah,
think.
it's hard. They're all great, so it is hard to rank them.
I mean, yeah, because like I have to think about it, but since I don't have time, I can get that. I think that's fairly accurate.
Ida, do you have a ranking in mind?
5, 4, 1, 3, 2.
Season 2 is your least favorite? Fuck off, Ida. Demi Gloom, what are your rankings?
So I'd really have to think about it. Like I really, really think about it. But my gut feeling is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fair.
5, 1, 5, 1, 2, 4, 3.
Okay, fair enough. But all right, gamers, that about does it for today's episode of Issue Crew Movie Reviews. You can tune in soon for an El Camino review, which will
And
be
after
coming out.
that, we're doing Better Call Saul.
Of course we are. Mo, have
And
you started your rewatch yet?
No, I'm gonna rewatch the last season.
And also,
But I'm
Riley-
not. I'm not.
We are more in
like
the last season is
episode-
literally the one you watched most recently. That's the one you is least important for you to rewatch. We need you to rewatch the early season.
I really, really, really don't want to do that. It's going to take for fucking ever. I got a new graphics card now, and I want to play all the huge fucking.
And use that new graphics card for your nice 4K
Your
viewing
graphics
of
card-
Better Call Saul.
Can it run Better Call Saul though?
Christ.
You
Can it run
Better Call
Netflix?
Saul at 4K.
Can it run Netflix at 4K?
Riley,
Yeah.
you know what show we have to review in between Better Call Saul season 1 and 2?
Flippin' Jimmy?
Yes, because
Wouldn't we review that between season 5 and 6?
no, because there's no spoilers after season 1.
No. I'm gonna put it off as long as possible. So I'm gonna put it where it actually came out, and it's gonna be between season 5 and 6.
Who even okayed Slippin' Jimmy to even exist?
We are reviewing Slip and Jimmy, by the way. None of you can get out of it. It's happening.
No,
I'm not reviewing Slippin' Jimmy. Are you kidding
I'm
me?
not fucking watching Slippin' Jimmy. No.
No, you have to. It's
No,
required
I'm
by
not. I
law.
am not doing that. I am
It's
not.
part of the
wasting-
Breaking Bad universe, okay?
I'm
We
not
got
wasting what
100%
precious
complete.
time I have watching that shitty cartoon.
We have to 100% complete
No,
Breaking
no,
Bad
no.
universe.
You guys. No, I no.
Come on.
No, I don't want to fucking watch that. I need some
It's
breaks.
bad. It'll be funny.
I do too many podcasts, man. I need like days where I can just like veg and chill.
What does
I am
that-
not watching fucking Slippin' Jimmy.
Right, fine. Well, I guess that's just gonna be me and Ida. And maybe I think Jason will get enough ironic enjoyment out
Fuck
of it.
no, I'm not
perhaps
doing
enough.
this. What the fuck?
What the fuck do you mean? You just said we have to review it. You said that.
I wanted you to review it.
You're fucking joining me, bitch. You want me to review it? You're reviewing it too.
See,
gonna
no
review
one
it
wants to
by
watch Slim and
yourself.
Jimmy. Yeah, no one wants to watch
It'll
Slim
be
and Jimmy. Just
funny.
it will not be funny. It'll be lame.
We'll make fun of it. It'll be great.
No.
Anyway,
So stupid.
listen, Jason's not here to stop himself. So Demi and Mo are out, but me, Ida, you're not allowed to be out. You're my co. Me, Ida, and Jason will review Slip and Jimmy. It'll happen.
I think I might have to die again for a few months then.
Die just long enough for me and Jason to review Slip and Jimmy without you.
Yes.
But anyway, folks, that'll about do us today. Let's go around and get our plugs. Demi Gloom, go.
Listen. Just look up Demi Gloom on whatever the fuck you're looking at. Let's subscribe to my main channel. I'm uploading there now. Demi Gloom, just DEMIGLOOM, and look me up on Spotify and other streaming platforms to listen to Outer Space, my brand new song.
It's been like 2 months.
And
It's
Demi's
been
main channel will
It's been much longer than 2 months. It's been since May. That came out in May.
And Demi Gloom's main channel will be linked in the description as the editor because she edits this show. So there you go.
Oh, shit, I do edit this show. Hey everybody, I made the mission. If you hire me to edit your podcasts.
There you go, Ida.
DM me on Twitter.
You have nothing to
at
plug.
Demi
You
Gloom.
gonna plug your GitHub today, Ida?
I'm not. I want to keep. I've realized that I don't want to take any chances.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, it's already out there, and I'm not gonna go scrub it from the podcast you've already uploaded. So you might as well commit.
I expect you to, but I just want to. I don't want to have to go to Alaska on.
You don't have to call the Hoover Max repairman. What about you, Mo Diggity? Where can they find you?
Well, everyone can find me at twitter.com/MoSideGaming42. I got a pinned tweet with all my stuff on there, and you can check it out if you like.
And honestly, I have nothing to plug. I'm not gonna plug any of my shit. Just watch this podcast. You're already on the Issue Crew channel. Just watch the main show, please. Please do that.
Anybody watching the main show?
I mean, it's got views, but the retention's not great. So please go check out the Issue Crew. It's good. Thank you all for listening. For Issue Crew movie reviews, I've been Riely.
Now I've been Mo.
I've been Demetria Hartwell Joplin, who lives at 308 Negro Royal Lane, Albuquerque, Wisconsin. Hey, that kind of rhymed.
Hey.
Damn. Hire me to edit your podcast. It only costs a dime.
Shut the fuck up. Ida's trying to say who she's been. Ida.
Like lemon lime.
Nope, it's over.
I'm like Heisenberg because I commit these crimes.
And I've been Jason. This is me, Jason. This is how I talk.
That's your Walter White impression.
My name is Jason Hartwell White. All right. See you later, folks.
No, wait, hold on. I have one more thing to say.